Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I am Katie.
You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the violent, salacious podcast that your parents should not have agreed to let you watch, but you're watching it anyway. Kate, have you ever seen Halloween?
I have not seen Halloween, I don't think.
Take a look at the poster there. What do you think?
A scary jack-o'-lantern with a knife.
Cool.
Kind of cool.
Well,
Could have gone harder.
Well, I guess the idea is, right, that could also just be like, that's what it looks like when you carve a jack-o'-lantern.
Sure.
You know, it's not necessarily murder.
Good point.
Kind of cool, though, the way the knife is the same shape as a little sort of, what do you call those little bumpy guys on a pumpkin, you know?
I don't know what you would call those. Ridges?
Yeah.
Crenellations?
You haven't seen it. What do you know about it?
Here's what I know about it. John Carpenter made it.
Mm-hmm.
He also made The Thing, which is the movie that I judge all horror movies by. Listen, I was late to The Thing party. I saw it in 2024. It's the best movie I've seen in 2024, hands down.
You became a Thing fanatic after watching it.
A Thingette.
You were Thing-pilled.
I was Thing-pilled. And so I find myself wanting to like this because John Carpenter made The Thing. But I don't know if I will like it.
What else do you know?
And that is the premise of the podcast.
You know John Carpenter is the man responsible.
I know Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, JLC.
Do you have any feelings about her?
You know what? Love her. Love her. I've loved her ever since the Activia commercials, you know?
You like True Lies, correct?
Oh, True Lies is all right.
Did you see it as a child? I don't understand your love
it's always
of True
like
Lies.
on TNT.
It's kind of out of character, I feel like, for you.
True Lies is always on like TNT, TBS, something like that. But the only good parts of True Lies, when Jamie Lee Curtis does a tango and when Jamie Lee Curtis does a striptease. That's it. Those are the two good parts.
You don't like the "you're fired" missile jokes?
No. Actually, anytime Jamie Lee Curtis is on screen, probably a good part.
So
she's Tony Curtis's daughter.
You like Jamie Lee Curtis. You think you like John Carpenter as a filmmaker.
Yep.
All right. Maybe you'll like this. Do you like horror movies?
I like horror as a genre. I have specific rules about watching horror movies for the most part. I have to be at my house. I don't like to be in a movie theater. I have to have a snack. And if it's chilly out, I have to be under a blanket, but I have to have one foot sticking out from the blanket just in case I have to run away.
And just looking at that checklist right now, you are at your home.
Yes.
You have an iced chai that you made.
Classic.
That's a snack, I guess. And it's not cold enough to have a blanket. It's quite warm. If anybody hears beeping in the background, it's our air conditioner misbehaving.
Sorry, guys. I gotta live. I have rights too.
I guess it's worth pointing out we're recording this episode in August. Why else would we need an air conditioner?
Just trying to get ahead.
October.
Just trying to live my life.
Okay, Kate, here's what you need to know about Halloween. It was released in theaters on October 25th, 1978. It's directed by John Carpenter. As you said, it is his third movie he's ever directed. His first was called Dark Star. His second was called Assault on Precinct 13. Here's the short version of his background. He grew up in Kentucky. He loved watching movies. He always claims his favorite movies as a kid were like 1950s B horror movies, like really silly, like the stuff we said last week. The guy who directed Creature from the Black Lagoon was directing, movies with like crawling brains and like crazy aliens. He made his own 8mm movies as a kid, like a lot of these directors did. For fun, both live action and stop motion. But he was in Kentucky, and he says he did not know film school existed, like the concept of film school.
I mean, it's very possible.
Right?
Yeah.
So his childhood and teen years, he's like, well, it wasn't even a possibility. But then when he figured it out, he did finally realize what it was, and he went, and then he made a bunch of really successful student films in school, and then he made his first feature-length movie, Dark Star. He directed that, he co-wrote it, and he did all the music for it, something that he does a lot, not in every one of his movies, but he often composes his own electronic music, which is cool.
Renaissance man.
He's really cool. Halloween was co-written by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill. She was a production assistant on Assault on Precinct 13, his previous movie, and they struck up a friendship, and then when it was time to make his next movie, they co-wrote it together. A producer named Irwin Yablans, Yablans. Maybe it's like Yablans.
I'd like to think it's a goblin who's hiding among humans.
He saw Assault on Precinct 13 and he loved it, so he hired Carpenter to make a movie based on this concept, and so the producer, Yablans, came up with the idea, a serial killer who kills babysitters. That was the premise that he fed to John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, and then they wrote the movie.
That kind of lines up with like every urban legend,
right?
Of like, okay, here's a vulnerable young woman and she's alone in the house, right, in an unfamiliar place, and the call was coming from inside the house.
Call was coming from inside the house, the hook hand at make-out point. Like, it is like kind of a urban legend trope. It's worth noting, horror movies, I feel like were, for lack of a better word, they were kind of growing up a lot around this time, the late 60s and early 70s, with stuff like Psycho in 1960, Rosemary's Baby in 1968, The Exorcist in 1973. Like, this movie is important, I think, in the story of horror and the context of horror as a genre, but it's not like the only turning point movie. It's the result of those like very sort of, mature themes, complex themes, horror movies,
yeah, I agree. I've got a whole dissertation ready to go on Rosemary's Baby and The Omen when you're ready.
Oh yeah, The Omen. So the idea of a slasher movie, though, which this is, technically dates back to at least 1932. I originally was ready to go making these notes to tell you that this is the first slasher movie. I was totally wrong. So there's this movie from 1932 called 13 Women, where it's about a sorority house being picked off one by one by a guy. Like, it's literally, that's 1932. That's wild. I mean, obviously not as graphic or anything, but still the idea is there. But I've always felt...
When do slashings date back to?
That's a great question.
Do you think it's like Jack the Ripper?
Good point.
Where's the research?
Oh my God. Look at these notes, Kate. You want more research? Do you want less research?
You should put me on research.
You want better research. Okay, so...
I want different research.
But Halloween definitely is like the first modern slasher movie. It kicks off the fact that horror movies with the slasher villains are going to dominate the box office all throughout the 80s. Like an almost superpowered killer who one by one hunts down teenage victims. Like, right?
This is very strong, very fast, got a knife.
This is the one that starts the 80s trend of this. Jamie Lee Curtis stars. She had only done a handful of very small TV roles prior to this, and her first ever TV roles, only start 1 year before this movie. So this is like the beginning of her career.
Damn, Jamie Lee.
She's young.
Well, Janet Leigh and Tony Curtis's kid, right?
Next thing I know. And Janet Leigh, of course, 18 years earlier than this, sort of stars in Psycho. So kind of cool, like very similar, well, as you'll see, not exactly, but Scream Queens, so she's a Nepo baby. The other star of this movie is Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis. He's a veteran TV and film actor by this point. He started his career in the 50s. And then the other name worth mentioning is Nick Castle as Michael Myers. Of course, he's wearing a mask the whole time, but still, it's an important role in these movies. Who's going to do the body language?
Sure, yeah.
Castle, though, would later co-write Escape from New York with John Carpenter. We watched that. How'd you feel about Escape from New York?
It was okay.
It wasn't
Here's my issue.
The Thing.
I watched it right on the heels of The Thing. I think I could have watched anything right on the heels of The Thing, and I would have been like, this is not The Thing.
I was trying to use your newfound love and appreciation of The Thing to see if you'd like Escape from New York, and yeah, you didn't. Even though it had two of the same ingredients, except minus the big hat.
Yeah, if I'm going to watch a Kurt Russell movie, he needs to be wearing a huge hat.
So Nick Castle co-wrote Escape from New York later. He has a story credit on the movie Hook. He directed a lot of movies, including the 1993 Dennis the Menace movie, something we'll watch on it. Just interesting to start as Michael Myers. The famous trivia about this movie is that the mask he wears is an inside-out spray-painted Captain Kirk mask, a William Shatner mask, which you can kind of see when you look for it.
You got to get creative.
Weren't we on a haunted trolley tour in Brooklyn last Halloween, and they asked that trivia question, and I screamed it out to get...
Yes.
What did I get? What was my prize?
Like a spider wing.
Pencil or something? Oh, yeah. This movie, Kate, Halloween is very successful. It was cheap to make. It made a lot of money and kicks off the next 10 plus years of movies, not just Halloween sequels. We're going to talk about and watch the Halloween sequels. But of course, the most obvious influence or ripoff here is in 1980, the movie Friday the 13th, right? 2 years later, they made a slasher villain movie where the name of the movie is A Scary Day.
Yes.
Right? Halloween, Friday. They were like, what worked? Let's emulate that. And my last bit, I have never seen this all the way through. AMC, the channel, used to show these movies and a lot of other horror movies edited for TV in October. And I would watch them. I've seen like bits of this and all of the different mishmash of sequels. So I'm excited to sit down and watch it, finally. Straight through. It's very well regarded.
You still spooked?
I wasn't spooked.
Lies.
I wasn't. Saw somebody standing in Mr. Riddle's backyard.
Probably Mr. Riddle.
He's watching me.
Mr. Riddle was watching you? Lori, Mr. Riddle is 87.
He can still watch.
It's probably all he can do. What's the pumpkin for?
I brought it for Tommy. I figured carving a jack-o'-lantern would keep him occupied.
I always said you'd make a fabulous Girl Scout.
Thanks.
And for that matter, I might as well be a Girl Scout myself tonight. I plan on making popcorn and watching Dr. Dementia. 6 straight hours of horror movies. Little Lindsay Wallace won't know what hit her.
Ooh, classic score.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot to mention that that's something I know about it. My mom is really scared of this music. I think just being, it's what, 78?
Yeah.
So she's like 15 at this time, right? Like my mom is like a teenager at this time, and I'm
Right.
sure this was very scary. So this music really freaks her out a lot. And I remember one time when we were growing up, we made her like a mix CD, and this ended up on it. But the other songs were like, Vonda Shepherd.
You
and
snuck this in.
Yeah, because you're naughty.
Was she mad?
Yes.
Good prank.
Introducing Jamie Lee
Yeah.
Curtis. Here she is.
What do you think of this jack-o'-lantern on the opening credits?
I kind of like it.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Not like that melted jack-o'-lantern on Disney's Halloween Treat.
No, did not like him. This is such an iconic Halloween song. And John Carpenter's out here composing it. F***ing Renaissance man.
Music by John Carpenter. There it is. There's his credit.
Is there anything he can't do?
Why does this jack-o'-lantern have its nose and mouth connected? I don't like it. One day I will learn how to say Irwin Yamwants.
Kibblins.
Oh, this movie makes extensive use of a first-person camera perspective.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't invent that or anything, but they use it a lot.
This feels like such a classic, like urban legend setup, right? Like you got two teenagers, they're home alone on Halloween, they're making out, now they're going upstairs. And you have this first person view, which I'm not going to lie, it feels very creepy, right? The first person camera view here. Is Michael Myers dressed as a clown also? He has like a sateen sleeve with lace cuffs. It is Halloween and he's a little boy. Again, this like synthy, atmospheric.
Sometimes the synth music doesn't age well, but this, whatever he did here, the way it's made, I feel like it ages great.
Well, I also feel like there's an element to the synth like music and composition here that is very simple. And I think that that's appealing in some way. Get out of here, Michael. Spying on your nude sister. That's not right. All right. So now we're watching Michael stab his sister. And it's like pretty bloody. The element that I find both very good and very unsettling is the breathing that we're hearing because in theory we're inside the clown mask right now, and you can hear it like when you put on like a stinky mask where it's like all right, so Michael's like real little.
Yeah, we just finally have seen.
He's a very little boy.
Yes.
He's probably what, 8, 9.
Yeah.
He's in a clown outfit, which terrifying, and now he's been discovered by his parents as murdering his sister with a really big knife. Like, it's a very large knife.
Is there a word for murdering your sibling? Like, you got matricide, patricide, sistercide.
Sororicide? This is Dr. Loomis. I don't know who that is, really. All right, so clearly Michael Myers, deeply disturbed little boy, probably should be on an adolescent unit, but it's 1978.
Yeah, I don't think they have that here. They shouldn't have let him get so big and strong. Maybe they should have restricted his access to high-protein foods and weights. Are these drugs still in existence?
I mean, they are.
Do they use Thorazine anymore?
I don't think they're using it for like your typical patient. Got that creepy music again.
You're going to hear it a lot.
It's beautiful. We got some escaped patients climbing on the car. This is giving me like Hook Hand Man vibes,
Yeah, look. He's reaching in. Why's your window down? It's raining.
Unclear. Just doing his grabbies. Yeah, I think what feels so timeless about the score is the fact that it's so simple.
It's pretty restrained.
Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis seems like a great babysitter. I don't want to be superficial, but Jamie Lee Curtis is gorgeous then and gorgeous now. Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, uh-oh.
What's he doing there? All right, so they've passed the Myers house. They stuck the key under the mat, and there's a little shadow in there peeking.
He escaped from the asylum, and he's going to go back to the house?
It's the only thing
He could do anything.
It's literally the only place he's ever known. He was 9. Where else is he going to go? The McDonald's?
Yeah.
The grocery store?
On a trip.
What were your landmarks when you were 9? Go ahead, tell me.
Super Fresh.
Super Fresh, Burger King, your house,
Hollywood Video.
and Hollywood Video. Of those 4 choices, if you were released from a state hospital.
Guess I can go to my house.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Didn't think you were going to Hollywood Video. Hey, look, there he is.
What? Where?
She was looking out the window, and there he is.
Was he out there? I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was peeking out from behind a car.
This old trick. Now is he not there?
There he is. See him?
Where?
Behind the car.
Nah.
Tyler.
Where? This is very effective filmmaking.
See, it's gone now. The car's gone, and
Oh, the
he's
whole
gone.
car, okay.
Man, Halloween, what a wild day in elementary school. Oh my gosh, this poor kid fell on his pumpkin after being bullied. How well does his doctor actually know him? He hasn't spoken a word in 15 years.
He's like, you must believe me, I know him. That's his doctor. Yeah, good point.
Right?
It's not like he's given him great insight into his thoughts. I feel like Dr. Loomis is going well beyond his role here by like being a detective and following the escaped Michael Myers footsteps.
Yeah.
He's like following his trail, looking for
Stay in
evidence.
your lane, Loomis.
Right?
Jamie Lee Curtis's hair is absolutely enormous.
We're so used to seeing her now with
Yeah.
short hair, right? Maybe not true currently, but for most of the middle of her career.
I feel like there's like a long series of beautifully composed shots here. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it feels a little bit different than when I think of a slasher movie. You know what I mean? Like what I think of.
Yeah, they're really trying to show us some really nice fall in the suburbs.
I feel like I can see the thought process behind all of these shots. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it all feels very intentional. And I know that every movie shot is intentional. You have to plan every single shot, but like this feels very intentional in a way that I like.
It's a very nice looking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're seeing more artistry than maybe you expected.
Yes.
Maybe you assumed a simple slasher movie would just not be so artfully made. Well, Kate, this is just number one made by an auteur filmmaker, so you may get the chance to see a more sloppily made Halloween movie down the road.
Jamie Lee's got such a cute little smart kid bedroom.
got
There's
a
like art
globe.
posters on the walls.
Mhm.
Little Anne of Green Gables hat in the corner. Jamie Lee is the ultimate babysitter. She is bringing a pumpkin.
She's got activities.
Yep. Look at those great pants.
All right, here's a much better outfit.
Oh my God. You could fit a whole nother person's legs in the flare on these pants. Oh, absolutely stunning. You get like a little bit of physical comedy from Jamie Lee here, having to like tote the pumpkin.
Try to sit on
Which
this
is
like
cute.
little ledge.
I have to say she's an excellent actor here because she's what?
I don't know if she's
17?
really in her teens. I think she is really in her teens,
Yeah.
but late teens.
Yeah, late teens, maybe early 20s, but she's terrific.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
We're in the cemetery, and first the cemetery owner / grave digger is like, oh, these things, they happen in every town, don't they? A little boy kills his sister when she's nude, completely normal. And then her gravestone was missing.
Once they get carving this jack-o'-lantern with little Tommy, he's going to have a huge knife. It's the 70s here.
Oh, yeah.
Use this full-size knife, tiny child. Yeah, Laurie Strode just being really bad at and not enjoying smoking marijuana.
It's so good. I love that Jamie Lee Curtis gets to have this little comedic moment here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got chops.
Again, maybe something I'm enjoying about John Carpenter generally. His movies aren't 100% scary 100% of the time, right? And honestly, I think those moments of comedy where you get to take a breath make the scarier moments scarier, right? It's just like such a good tonal shift. Oh my God, he's there in the background. See him?
Yeah.
He's in the car.
Look at that. So far, there have been many opportunities for us to miss him. I didn't see him that one time. Yeah. They're not hitting you over the head all the time. Cool.
Honestly, the coveralls seem pretty practical, right? Because he's about to spill some blood on them.
He's got his mask on, which a little weird because it feels like adults aren't so dressed up on Halloween night in this neighborhood, but
You dressed up as a full-length Power Ranger.
in 2023 in our neighborhood, there were not a lot of adults dressed up either.
No.
So I guess I look like a serial killer.
I mean, in fairness, I was dressed as a hot dog, but my face was visible.
Again, we were not murdering babysitters.
No, surely not.
Halloween's lit.
I don't like Halloween. I'm enjoying Halloween, the movie, but I don't like Halloween in general. Yeah.
I love it. We get a lot of kids at our house. I enjoy giving out candy.
I like giving out candy, yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. Got a little doggy. All right, so they found inside the Myers house, the abandoned Myers house, some kind of dog that's been savagely ripped up. Why does this guy know so much about it? I'd be questioning him. Dr. Loomis. Dr. Loomis has a gun.
A huge revolver.
It's the 70s. It's fine.
See? He's got his permit. He's showing the cop his permit. I don't know that he should have brought that with him into, assuming he's still ready to go into the asylum where he was headed originally. It feels like someone could wrestle that away from him. You have anything to say about this movie's view of mental health?
Not great. Not super duper. It is the 70s, so we don't have a super great understanding of mental health. Yeah, it's not a great representation of people who struggle with their mental health.
He's like, he's irredeemably evil. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I used to be a bleeding heart psychiatrist. You love John Carpenter's dog actors.
I do. Honestly, his dog actor in The Thing could have gotten an Academy Award. He was wonderful. All right, so I feel like the B plot of this movie is Jamie Lee Curtis wanting to go to the dance with this boy, Ben Tramer. And now her friend has told Ben Tramer how attracted Jamie Lee Curtis is to him on some level, right? It's like Jamie Lee now has something to live for, right?
Date with Ben Tramer.
Jamie Lee's friend Annie has now disrobed because she got some food on herself.
Why'd she take off her entire outfit?
Unclear. Maybe she dribbled it all down herself. She's gotten into her death outfit.
It seems to be a trigger for Michael Myers' nudity.
Yeah.
Like he was already outside ready to kill, but that seemed to really put him over the edge. John Carpenter loves a dog actor and he loves killing a dog in a movie.
It's a real bummer.
I guess he wants us to be really upset.
I think the reason, right, that we have Michael Myers killing a dog is to show us like he's really beyond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's unhinged.
We knew he killed the dog back at the house. They didn't show it to us at his house, and now he's killed another one. Hey, look.
The Thing.
So this is the original Thing. He hasn't made his remake of The Thing yet, but obviously he likes The Thing, the old of The Thing, enough to have them watch it in this movie. I didn't know that. That's great.
That's a great little Easter egg. It does make it feel a lot less scary if you think that Michael Myers has to be like sprinting away every time.
Right, because it's like almost supernatural, the way obviously using editing to make him just vanish. But when someone turns their head, we him just like...
There he is in the back.
Yeah, he's way back there. Nice. I know you don't like seeing horror in a theater, but you have to imagine like when one person notices that and screams.
Yeah. There he is. I'm not saying that she deserves to be murdered, but you got to close and lock your doors. Close your door and lock your door.
I hope Laurie Strode is asking her friend Annie for a cut of her babysitting money.
Right? She's just dropping this kid off so she
Annie's
can go
like,
pick up Paul.
Yeah, here, take my charge. Take my child too.
At least she's bringing her own popcorn.
That's true.
There's a lot of buildup.
Yeah, they don't make movies as slow as they used to. I for one,
I don't mind it.
Appreciate the slow. We did witness a murder in the first minute of the movie.
That's true.
I like some 70s pacing. Hardest working babysitter in Haddonfield, Illinois.
Annie out here committing sins.
Well, which of course, it's the classic.
Yeah, it's a morality play.
Slasher thing.
Yeah.
Laurie Strode does not deserve to die according to these rules.
Yeah, that's why she's going to be the final girl.
She appears to be virginal.
Right?
Yeah, but that's not cool.
No, it's not cool at all. But what is a slasher film but a morality play? You know?
Yeah, he killed his sister because she had sex. Is he waiting for her to consummate before he does it?
He's been lurking.
Sure, but
and
he's
his lurkings have gotten more intense as like she took her clothes off, you know? Now she's ditched her child charge, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's another strike. Dude.
Is he in there?
She didn't unlock the car. The car was locked.
Oh, no. Oh, it's real steamy in there.
Oh, it's warm.
Someone's breathing.
Ah, the man.
All right, he got her.
There he is. Two great details, right? Like something I like about this movie, and I think something I liked about The Thing is that you really have to pay attention, right? Like you have to remember like, oh, yep, that was locked. It wasn't locked. You have no idea.
I did not realize that she locked the car 1 minute ago.
Well, that's why she had to go in and get her keys, Tyler.
Right. Yeah, I didn't realize the car was locked. Incredible. Get her head off the horn, Michael. That's Leslie Nielsen. They're watching Forbidden Planet now. Look at that young, handsome Leslie Nielsen with brown hair. Uh-oh.
Here it comes.
Michael Myers is not like being very sneaky here.
No.
He's carrying Annie's dead body like just outside. I guess because the garage, you have to go out of it and then into the house. There's no door from the garage to the house.
She's just done with Tommy. She's like, I don't want to hear about the boogeyman anymore. I'm tired of it.
I have this other child here now that I didn't ask for. You're scaring her. Go to bed, Tommy. Go have some nightmares. Laurie Strode's been trying to scoop this pumpkin out for like 2 hours.
Creepy Dr. Loomis is here. What is Lonnie a nickname for? Like Lonald?
For first and only time we see Dr. Loomis smile when he scares some children.
Wow, look at those enormous wooden cork wedges. Oh, God, 70s fashion just...
I like that a guy
Chef's kiss.
Could wear glasses that look like this and be considered hot.
Well, it was pre-Dahmer.
Not by much.
Not by much, but it was. Dahmer really wrecked those for you.
He did. He ruined those glasses for everybody.
Maybe BTK a little bit too.
Big, like aviator-shaped prescription glasses.
Meanwhile, we got Jamie Lee Curtis literally running a preschool.
All the other kids are drinking and hooking up and getting murdered. Laurie Strode has carved the most platonic ideal of a jack-o'-lantern you've ever seen in your life.
Yep. And she has on her little housecoat apron. Adorbs. I love John Carpenter and Deborah Hill's use of the word totally in this, right? Gratuitous use of the word totally among these three girls, which I actually love, right? Like it's like a caricature, right? Where they're like, oh, she's totally not here.
Right.
I love it.
Right. That guy wears those glasses and drives that van.
Why is that creepy pumpkin near them? Don't make out near a pumpkin.
Yeah, there's a pumpkin on this bedside, a jack-o'-lantern fully lit with candle.
I swear to God, I'm not carving you a bedside jack-o'-lantern this year for Halloween. I'm not doing it. We got a nice slow pan, got a scary shadow.
So far, he used a knife as a little boy to kill his sister, and then he choked Annie. He did not use a knife on Annie, right?
I don't think so. It was hard to see in the car, but I don't think so.
No, he just choked her out. For a slasher, he hasn't done much slashing. Do the men get slashed? Let's see. What's Michael Myers' morality like? He let his sister's boyfriend live.
Something that feels kind of new here, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that I feel like in this scene, there's a lot of opportunities to see Michael Myers, but he's not there, right? So like we spent the first third, maybe even half of the film, like he's popping up in all these different places. And then like he's stopped popping up, right? Which is almost scarier, right? Like he, what's his name? Who's this guy?
I don't know this guy's name, but this is one of the boyfriends.
I don't know. One of the nameless boyfriends opens the fridge and then he closes the fridge, but there's nothing there, right? And he looks out the window, but there's nothing there, right?
We're so used to expecting to see him in hidden little places.
Which is really
to the point where,
really fun.
Now you're like, wait, maybe he is there and I don't know, right?
Yeah. Thanks, John.
Well observed. All right. The men do get
okay,
theirs.
Look. Yeah, it's Michael Myers is an equal opportunity killer, right? Killing both men and women, which I would say is feminist.
I think he might just have to kill this man just so he doesn't get told on. But I think he really wants to go kill the girl.
I don't know. Seems like he's ready.
All right. We're getting another knife kill.
Yeah.
Kill number 3. We are an hour into this movie. That is the third kill.
Yep. Oh, man, he stuck him there.
Wow. Yeah, he used the knife to pin him to the... Now he can't use that knife anymore.
This seems like a rich family. They seem like they'd have a couple knives. Bob is the boyfriend.
Bob is the boyfriend. Yeah, Michael Myers has disguised himself in a classic ghost with a sheet and Bob's glasses to trick Linda.
Bob is a ghost.
Incredible.
See, this is why you don't play pranks on people. Because Linda is being strangled and Jamie Lee Curtis thinks it's just a prank on the phone.
How did they show this on AMC? All right, so both of Laurie's friends are now goners.
Yes.
She's the last babysitter standing.
Yep. And Linda wasn't even babysitting anyone.
I'm just saying Laurie Strode deserves a raise. She should be getting double her pay. Dr. Loomis's storyline for the last quite a while is to stand outside the Myers house.
He's got to keep watch.
Just make sure. He finally noticed his car that was stolen.
Yeah, he's been myopic, right, in his focus on the house. Not noticing that Michael Myers is cruising around behind him. Look at the rise on those pants. Oh,
she's got a great
70s.
Outfit. Yeah.
Come back.
Also just enormous lapels on her collared shirt.
That great bag with the acrylic handles.
I like your fashions because sometimes you dress like this, like Laurie Strode here, 70s Laurie Strode, but sometimes you also dress like a cute Michael Myers.
Get yourself a girl who can do both. Listen.
Cute coveralls, jumpsuit.
Who among us doesn't want a navy boiler suit? It's cute and functional.
You can't even say that people would leave their doors unlocked in this neighborhood and go wander around at night because it's so safe, because there's literally a murder house on their street that everybody knows about. A famous murder house. It's been there for 15 years. Why are the lights off?
Yeah, turn on the light, ma'am.
So Laurie Strode's checking the house across the street.
Yes.
Where her two friends are supposed to be. Yeah, for some reason, she's left all the lights off.
Well, and this doesn't line up with the rest of Laurie Strode's personality, right? Which is like super pragmatic. She would not wander around a house in the dark. She just wouldn't do it. I refuse to believe it. I know everything about Laurie Strode now.
I guess this is they want people to be screaming at it in the theater.
Of course, yeah. But it's just not like her. I think this could still be scary with the lights on. And I think that's the mark of a good movie.
Sort of like how we had to watch it at 3 p.m. with the full sunlight.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of scared.
That's true. We did pause the recording and the movie to go switch the laundry. And you asked me to go with you because you were scared that an evil coverall man might be down there. Whoa.
Judith Myers' headstone is in the bed.
That's his sister.
Yep.
Who he killed,
and
right?
Annie is in the bed.
Splayed
dead.
Out, kind of Christ-like.
Yep.
Whoa.
And now we got, what's his name?
Is that Bob?
Bob?
Hanging upside down by his feet.
Is that Bob or Paul?
Did he get Paul?
No, he didn't get Paul. Maybe he got Paul. There we go.
Linda's in the dresser. Excellent. He really
It's very theatrical.
Yeah, he really set it up all in interesting ways.
Yeah, because he's staging a morality play. Oh, it's gorgeous, though.
Look at that. Look at that shot.
It's beautiful.
Her hiding. Whoa. Her like pressing up against a wall and he's coming out of like a doorway.
Yeah, when he kind of emerges from that darkness, that's a really beautiful shot. It's iconic for a reason, right? Hits for a reason. There's a reason that shot like lives forever.
Here's a question.
What?
He slashed her with a knife there, but only got her sleeve and a little bit of her arm. I don't believe Michael Myers would miss. Did he do that on purpose?
Do you think? He got her shoulder.
I think
You think he wants the chase?
Yeah.
Michael Myers has punched through this door. It is kind of like a little 70s McMansion style house, so maybe I believe it.
That the door is so thin and hollow.
Yeah, you couldn't do this in our house was built in the 40s.
It's true. You could not punch through these doors.
Not if your life depended on it. I mean, listen, Laurie Strode's got spunk. She has punched her way through the window pane.
Yeah, like a French door glass pane. Yep.
To get out, like nobody else made that much of an effort. And she's creating a ruckus. Girl, that was your only weapon. He's already in.
Yeah.
He's already in. He's fast. Jamie Lee, get out.
She feels obliged to save Tommy, too, I think.
Oh, I love that she's going to defeat Michael Myers with her nerdy hobby.
Her crocheting.
Her knitting.
Hook.
It's a knitting needle that she's brought because she's such a huge nerd, right?
Which begs the question, why is he even going after her?
I know.
So this is not a full morality. I mean, I guess without spoiling anything, it's not so much who he goes after, but who lives.
Yeah. Right, who gets to be like the final girl.
All right, she hit him with that needle. To be fair, it's a huge needle.
Yeah, she really stabbed him in the neck hard.
And he's down with his little leg bent underneath of him. Well, that was fast, Laurie. Well done. Here's Dr. Loomis slowly walking down the street.
Laurie Strode really is doing the most, right? Like she is reassuring these children. She's completely calm.
She's trying to come up with little scams to trick Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Thinking on her feet.
In this universe, what kind of mask has he bought?
That's a great question, right? Because he stole it from the hardware store, right?
Yeah.
They said, yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Why does it look like that? Because I think you're right. I think he was supposed to have gotten it off the shelf like that. I don't think he, in this universe, took the Captain Kirk mask, spray painted it.
He wasn't doing any crafts.
No.
Michael Myers' little craft corner with his hot glue gun, his little paint, his puffy paints. If you look closely, he's got little glow-in-the-dark puffy paint on there.
Wow, he didn't fall for her trick, huh?
No. I mean, she was panting a lot.
Yeah, she hid in the closet and left the window open like she maybe went out the window, but he just went right into that closet.
And he's punching right through it. Like, absolutely incredible.
Here we go. She's turning a coat hanger into a weapon.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis wants to live.
Ooh.
A lot of panting in this scene.
From both of them.
Panting. You got to take the head, Jamie Lee. What did we learn from any horror movie? Got to make sure he's dead. Really slice and dice.
I think she learned her lesson from earlier when she was pretty certain he was dead and now he's not.
So really gotta slice him.
She should absolutely mutilate his body, to be sure, right now.
Yeah, you gotta.
Let's see what she does.
Choke him out at least a little. No, don't throw the knife.
All right.
Why are you so... She's disgusted with it. I get it.
She did not learn her lesson. She had the chance to stab him like 100 times while he was on the floor, but she has not.
But then there would be no Halloween 2, no Halloween 3, no Halloween the final end. What's it called?
There's a lot of Halloweens, as you and the listeners will learn over the next several hours. Okay. He's up.
No, he needs to die.
He's sitting straight up like, don't wake daddy. He's so quiet when he gets up.
He's had a lot of practice. He's been quiet for 15 years. Dr. Loomis, too little, too late, my guy.
Wow, they let us see Michael Myers' face for like 1 second.
1 second.
Was something wrong with his eye or was it just closed?
I think there was something going on with his eye, right? Yeah. Man, okay, so Dr. Loomis just lit him up.
He understands the assignment.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to shoot this guy 15 times.
Dr. Loomis shot him 6 times.
He emptied his entire revolver. All right, well, that's
Dr. Loomis does not have a bump stock.
And then he got shot 6 times, stabbed multiple times in the neck, the heart, and he fell off the balcony here. Surely.
Maybe he's going to have a Gatorade. It's halftime. Have some orange slices. Regenerate. All right, so he scooted away.
He's gone. The look on Dr. Loomis's face when he realizes Michael Myers got away.
Just absolute confused outrage. Like he's not sure what he should be mad at. We've all been there.
Do I hear some heavy breathing?
Heavy breathing. I feel like, too, this is such an aesthetically colorful movie, right? Like that beautiful yellow couch is like such a great choice.
Yeah, this whole movie looks great.
All right.
There
Halloween.
It is. Halloween. What a like a nice abrupt ending.
Yep. What did you think?
What'd you think?
I adored it.
Yeah?
I loved it. I loved it. Not as much as The Thing, but I do like the addition of a female cast member because The Thing is really a sausage fest. And dogs. Dogs love sausage, so.
This is like all women, pretty much. I mean, they get murdered a lot, but.
I don't love violence against women, but I do love Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I felt like it was a well-shot movie. The music is iconic. The clothes, although I know that has nothing to do with the story, are great.
Yeah, just all those like tons and tons of just beautiful views of just like suburban Halloween time. I like it. And nobody's houses were overly decorated, just like a jack-o'-lantern here or there.
They didn't have that big skeleton from Home Depot.
In the 70s. All right. Well, I hope, Kate, that your goodwill. The question is, like all franchises that go on too long, how long can the goodwill from the first one carry the audience, you know?
That's a really good question.
And that's a question we're going to interrogate.
Why?
Why do I want to watch?
No, what are we doing?
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't talk about it.
We should probably explain this.
I would like to show you the rest of the Halloweens, not every Halloween ever made, mind you, because one, that's too many. And two, this podcast has it's nebulous, but we kind of have an unofficial rule about when media could have been made to qualify to be on this podcast. For example, years ago when we first started, we got a voicemail asking us to watch The Backyardigans. However, I'm happy to watch things that I have no personal nostalgia for on here. We had to start doing that for the show to last past the first 100 maybe. But The Backyardigans is from 2004, and that's too recent for me, just based on our ages. By 2004, we were no longer in prime childhood. So, Kate, I would like to watch the first 8 Halloween movies. There are many more than 8. Let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 Halloween movies as of today's date. As of 2022, there are 13. I would like to watch the first 8 because the 8th one, Halloween Resurrection, came out in 2002. And until 2018, that was kind of the end of Jamie Lee Curtis's involvement.
Okay.
Oh, and why do I want to do that? Well, last Halloween, October season, spooky season, we watched some of the classic Universal monster movies. And I've long wanted to do some of the 80s Halloween franchises, horror movie franchises like Halloween, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th on this podcast. But all of those are such sprawling franchises that I don't think it's fair to just do what we normally do and just watch one of them, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And often, especially with like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, though iconic, it doesn't represent the franchise, what they become. The characters get sillier, or they develop their lore, or the things that make them really specific lore to the franchises. So I wanted to try this as an experiment this year. And if we like it, maybe we'll do it in the future as well with different franchises. I want to watch all 8 of these to really give this series a fair shake.
Okay.
That's all.
Let's do it.
And again, I'm curious how far the goodwill from this one will carry.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. It's The Thing.
But nothing can be.
Nothing can be.
Maybe we shouldn't have watched.
Nobody even had a regular sized hat.
I think it was a mistake to watch The Thing. Because now it's hard for anything.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with The Thing. I literally maybe 2 to 3 times a week gaze straight into your eyes and yell, "How do you know who is the thing?"
It's true.
So
it's true. All right. Well, next up, Halloween 2. All right, Kate, have you ever seen Halloween 2?
No.
Have you seen
No, I have not.
Any of the Halloween movies besides now the first one?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
you don't have to asked and answered, sir.
That blanket covers the rest. Okay. Yes. Halloween 2, Kate, was released on October 30th, 1981.
Whoa.
John Carpenter and Deborah Hill didn't really want to make this. They thought their first one was really good, and they were like, hey, let's leave well enough alone.
I agree. Thought it was real good.
But that producer, whose name I can't pronounce, Yablans, he kind of twisted their arms about it and kind of talked them into it.
Got to make that money.
When they talk about this, in retrospect, Carpenter and Hill, they talk about like writing it, like being in the room together, writing it and talking about like, this is really dumb. We told a pretty good story. We think it's pretty much a completed story. Yes, there's a cliffhanger, but like just in the way that like a spooky urban legend has a cliffhanger.
Yes, yeah.
So they were just like, kind of like, he's going to make this movie whether we're involved or not, so we might as well write it. And they just wrote it and were like, this is silly. Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasance return. However, Michael Myers is going to be played by a new actor named Dick Warlock. And prior to this and after this, he's a stuntman primarily.
Okay.
He doesn't go on to like direct his own movies the way that the previous actor did, who played Michael Myers, who is now moving on to go do that. But this guy was a stuntman in like Jaws and things like that. I don't know who he did stunts for, but he's in it as a stuntman. John Carpenter was both too busy to direct this and he didn't really want to. So he handpicked.
That sounds like me.
He handpicked the, usually when I'm like, hey, Kate, you want to record a podcast?
I am busy and I also don't want to.
He selected a guy named Rick Rosenthal to direct it, who had never directed a movie before. So this is his first film. Interesting.
How do they know each other?
I don't know.
They're like table tennis buddies?
I have no idea, but Rick Rosenthal like directed a little bit of TV, but not much. I do not know. Sorry. Carpenter did end up directing a few scenes in the movie, but he's uncredited. He watched the finished version of the movie that Rick Rosenthal turned in, and John Carpenter decided the movie should be more graphically violent because since Halloween, the original, came out in 1978, it's now 1981, slasher movies had escalated because it kind of kicked off the modern era of slasher movies. And he's like, hey, if we're gonna make this dumb Halloween 2 that doesn't need to exist, it should be able to compete with the more, I was gonna say more modern, it's only been a few years, but like the newer crop of escalating violent slasher movies. So Carpenter went back and refilmed certain scenes and certain shots, purposely making them more intense, gorier, more shocking, which Rick Rosenthal did not like. It's never good when you're directing a movie and then like the producer or writer steps in and like films some scenes. You know, he's kind of taking it away from him. And a little bit of trivia before we watch. A man in California went to see Halloween 2 in theaters in 1982 while he was high on PCP and marijuana and he was drunk. And a year later, he murdered an elderly couple. And at his trial, his defense counsel claimed that seeing the movie while in an altered state, seeing this movie in particular, is the reason he committed the murders. Like he was hallucinating and reenacting these scenes. And they made the jury watch the entire movie from beginning to end.
You better sleep with one eye open, son.
He was found guilty. So
You're gonna show me
you could
this
still
movie?
murder me, but you will be found guilty. Is this just like wild? Like I understand they have to do anything they can to try to get
It
their...
surely couldn't have been the brain damage from the PCP, marijuana, and alcohol cocktail.
It just really seems like the judge must have been so mad, right? Like what a waste of time. What a
wild defense.
So those were nicknamed in the press the Halloween 2 murders, which is
Couldn't
like
even be the regular Halloween murders.
It's great press for the movie, though, I feel like. It was years later, but I just feel like people are going to, like in droves, kids are going to go out and rent it when they hear about that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, wow, so violent, it'll make you commit a murder. Okay, anyway, are you ready? Halloween 2?
Halloween 2.
We don't know much other than it picks up right moments after the first one ends. It's like
Too fast, too
direct
Halloween.
sequel, and the two main actors are back, and it's, I guess, more violent. I've never seen this one.
Or would it be 2 Halloween, 2 Furious?
Let's find out.
Stop! He's dead. No, he's not. Look at him. He's still breathing. Okay. There's a two-way radio in the marshal's car. I want you to go outside. Get on that radio and get Hunt. Now, wait a minute. I'm the only one authorized to use that. Move! I'm sorry I left you. Are you all right?
Why won't he die?
Look, they even made the pumpkin scarier.
The poster is an even more frightening pumpkin.
I'm scared of the pumpkin. Won't they just let Jamie Lee rest? Okay, we're recapping.
Oh, yeah, this is before the end? Are we in Halloween 1 right now?
She's sending the kids out because she knows that there will be a final battle.
Is this just a scene? I wonder if this is actually footage from Halloween 1 or not.
I mean, it looks pretty much like footage from Halloween 1, doesn't it? She's already been sliced.
So there's the closet.
He's getting up. He's sitting up like, don't wake daddy.
It's either a perfect recreation or it is just the same footage.
I think it's having seen it just a few
moments ago. The big final battle. It's kind of like a slap fight. Michael Myers trying to choke Jamie Lee Curtis. She gets his mask off.
Just wish that Jamie Lee Curtis dealt with this on her own.
That a man didn't come in and shoot him with a gun.
That's like a criticism that I have that maybe I didn't give voice to during our original watch.
Yeah, upon further reflection, you wish that maybe she could have done it.
Yeah, I wish she could have saved herself.
Also, this is a really bad relationship between a therapist and their client, right? Dr. Loomis and Michael Myers.
Not so good.
He just unloaded his revolver into him. No wonder our parents' generation doesn't want to go to therapy.
There's the off chance that your therapist might shoot you.
He's gone. I didn't really notice the Michael Myers-shaped shadow on the lawn.
Yeah, it's kind of like a snow angel that he's left on the
grass.
lawn. All right, here we are in the new...
Are we in the new movie now?
Yeah.
If I were this neighbor, the Strode's neighbor, I don't think I'd come outside in my robe and be like, what's going on out here? I heard 6 gunshots.
We've got a reboot of the original theme, the musical theme.
This is like the dance remix almost.
I don't like it as much.
Yeah.
It feels much less timeless. Right? It's got more elements. It's much like synthier, you know?
A little more complex, not in a good way.
Yeah. I get it. They had to do something a little different, but...
Another little jack-o'-lantern. What's going to happen to the gang this year?
It's not going to be great.
Uh-oh. Baby, it's cracking open.
When there's a skull inside.
Wow. That's a good trick. Yeah, the jack-o'-lantern started to split towards the end of the opening credits.
And there's a skull.
a
So it's just more
spooky skull.
extreme. So extreme.
Yeah, this is a good, I think, preview of what's to come. What is it about horror franchises that makes them go on forever, right? Like every horror franchise has like 10 sequels.
I mean, I think like people like to be scared, right? Like that's fun. So I think there's an element of that where people are like, oh, you know?
And it seems like people will go regardless of the quality, right? Like
Yes, I think
more than other.
Yes, I think it's more of like the communal experience, right? Of like being like a big dumb animal in the dark.
Yeah.
With all your other big dumb animals you're sitting with, and you're like, you know, and you get to like scream at the screen,
Right. And
right? It's just. It's a very different viewing experience, I think, than viewing like a comedy, a drama, an action movie. Culturally, I think you have license to like give advice to the people on the screen in a way that maybe you don't in any other genre. You know, it's like a little scary. You can bring your date and maybe your date will clutch onto you.
I took you to Paranormal Activity.
Who was more scared?
One of our earliest movie dates.
Who was more scared? Do you think you or me?
We were both pretty scared.
The guy behind us was much more scared than us, though.
he was. He was real scared. And when we came out, the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile was parked next to our car. That was the best part.
It was a really high quality date.
It was unbelievable. It was just there. Like they must have been going to see a movie, a different movie.
I think we snuck some food in too.
Oh, did we? Like, was it? There's a time we brought Chick-fil-A in. Was it that time?
I don't think we brought the hateful chicken that time. I think it was just like a lot of snacks.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, we were very young and we weren't paying $10 for popcorn.
We still
no,
bring
sir.
our own snacks.
But then we buy the popcorn.
You're right.
Ooh,
Lifestyle
look at that pumpkin.
You like that one? This series so far, I will say, it has very high quality jack-o'-lanterns. Which I guess is what happens when you have set designing professionals making jack-o'-lanterns.
All right, so now we're getting, again, that first-person view, right, which feels very Halloween. Oh, now we got Night of the Living Dead on the TV, which is an interesting way, I feel like, for maybe the director or the writer to pay homage.
It's funny because
to some of their influences.
Last time it was the Thing and another, I forget, but another like B movie, which this movie is not at all like. But I feel like this movie is kind of, sort of like Night of the Living Dead.
Wow, they didn't have the ham in. They didn't have the ham deli slice. She had to cut that ham herself using a big knife, which will be her downfall. Huh, maybe not. All right, so Michael Myers appeared in this old woman's kitchen, but perhaps just to grab a big knife.
Yeah, he just wanted her ham knife. She appears to be safe, her and her husband.
You think?
I don't know.
Oh no, blood ham. There's blood on the ham.
Is she even going to notice that that's unusual? Maybe it's just like a really fresh ham.
She got scared by the ham blood, but it could be worse, girl. Could be worse.
All right, Michael Myers, he's rearmed. Let's go. It's a long night for him. And I guess for Laurie Strode, too.
Yeah, as somebody who does not stay up very late, this would be exhausting.
They must love Halloween in this town. Every single house has an absolutely beautiful jack-o'-lantern in the window.
Now we're getting the view of like a random young woman who's learning about the murders.
Yeah, this is interesting.
I perhaps would lock the door.
Yeah, her friend,
Girl.
She's on the phone with her friend and listening to the radio where she's getting this info that's like, hey, girls, 3 teenage girls have been murdered in our town. And she has absolutely not locked her door. And
Michael
it's too
Myers
late.
just walked right in.
He's in there now. And we know he really likes to kill teenage girls.
Yes. However, nameless teenage girl, Alice, she's not committed any infractions.
Any moral sins? No.
Right?
In fact, I bet you Mrs. Elrod, who he spared, has probably committed a more in her lifetime. Yep.
Yeah, he just jumped straight up. Now he's just killing indiscriminately.
Yeah, well, again, you were really adding in the moral
True.
tests. He never, I don't know that he really has one, because he did go after innocent Laurie Strode.
He did.
But yeah, here, there's no pretense of him justifying. He's triggered by teenage girls.
Teenage girls got enough to deal with, man. Got these murders on the loose.
A serial killing slasher villain hunting them down.
To be cocooned in a blanket. Laurie's had a long night. Perhaps she can go rest in the hospital.
What time of night is it right now?
It's like 3 a.m.
Is it?
I don't know. It feels very late. But the sun sets pretty early in October, you know? So could really be any time. This is the worst. This is like going to like a small school. Like it's a small town. And people are like, oh, that's Laurie Strode.
I recognize her.
She goes to school with my brother.
What, she got 3 stab wounds?
This doctor is drunk.
He's been out at like a Halloween party. They're letting him do this anyway. I guess what's their choice, you know? Probably the only doctor in Haddonfield.
It was the 80s.
Wow, they're really showing us
definitely, yeah.
hypodermics going into arms, like in
And as
excruciating
someone who's
detail.
like not great with needles, I'm just like, this is the worst part.
Yeah, why are they doing that?
I'm really glad that they listened to their patient.
Yeah, she's like, please don't give me anesthesia. I do not want to go to sleep.
Like, don't knock me out.
And the
they're
doctor's
just
like, go to bed, little lady.
night, night, little girl. One of us has a medical degree and one of us just walks around in that meat bag you call a body. Who is better qualified to make the decisions here?
One of us
Also, I'm drunk. And does this guy not know that his kid is dead yet? The sheriff?
Oh, that's right. That's his daughter. Yeah.
This doctor is doing a lot of gunplay, and the sheriff is like, put that down, please. Look at him. He's just going to go and shoot around these kids.
Yeah, Dr. Loomis has reloaded his revolver. It's not good.
So Dr. Loomis is like now chasing
Who he thinks is Michael Myers.
Is Michael Myers, and he is like ready to shoot.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. So he's chasing a person in blue coveralls and a mask.
Wow. He chased him into traffic. They got hit by a car. They exploded.
The car hit another car and exploded, and whoever the car hit is like certainly dead.
Which this does answer our question from earlier that I guess that in this universe, that mask is for sale.
Yes.
Because this is like just a trick-or-treater wearing that mask who Dr. Loomis has just caused their death. He didn't fire the gun, but he chased them into traffic. Yep. Now the sheriff knows about his daughter.
Yep.
Things are going haywire. These are good escalating.
Escalating stakes.
Yeah.
Maybe, or like right. Like this is a small town. Right. Like everyone knows everybody. And it's just like everything is going terribly. There's been like a literal tragedy on a grand scale. Yeah. Right?
I think they're off to a good start here. You know, we're really seeing the consequences of the first movie. It's nice. I'm enjoying this for now.
Here's Jimmy, the EMT. He's like 19, gonna check on Laurie. Why's he poking her like that? I like that Jamie Lee Curtis looks confused and displeased by his presence for a second.
Why are you here?
Is Jimmy like a hastily added love interest? What is this? I'm confused by Jimmy's presence. Jimmy's like, can I get you something to drink? What about a Coke? You've had like an extremely stressful, violent experience. Have a Coke and a smile. Also, it's like 3 a.m. This caffeine in the Coke is not going to be good for Laurie Strode.
She seems into him. She seemed annoyed at first, but she's come around. While she's
that fluffy, puffy hair cloud that he has.
While she's completely incapacitated and cannot leave her hospital bed, she's putting up with his presence. They're really quickly brushing past the fact that they just blew up that trick-or-treater. Yeah.
Dr. Loomis's delivery, he's just like always quiet yelling. He's like, I will tell you he is still out there. Get me a dentist. What time is it? Is it like 11 p.m.? I'm confused.
It's ambiguous.
Halloween night, time moves differently, you know? All right, so here he is again, Michael Myers.
Proving to us that he didn't.
That he's not dead.
He didn't burn up there.
And that police officer hit a trick-or-treater.
An innocent child.
And they were burned. Michael Myers kind of walks like when you hurt your neck from sleeping on a pillow that's weird and you can't turn your head correctly anymore for a couple days, you know? Kind of a very stiff walk. Kids, get away from there. All right, so he's walking towards the hospital. He's like, I gotta finish the job.
He's on a mission. That was just a detour to go kill that other teenager, I guess.
Why Laurie Strode, you know?
Huh.
Why?
It's a good question. I think he just doesn't want to leave the job undone, you know?
I guess.
Like if any of the people he's chosen to murder have gotten away, he would probably do the same thing.
It is a pretty scary mask because it's like giving me like Uncanny Valley vibes, right? Where it's a person, but it's not a person.
It seems to be getting like dirtier and more disheveled as time goes on.
It's a very realistic 80s security camera. It's so blurry. All you can see is like a floating white blob. That's the mask.
Another old horror movie on TV called Dementia.
Dementia is really scary. That's why The Notebook is the scariest movie to exist. Awful.
We don't keep a notebook, but we do have these audio recordings. That'll be a trip.
I do like this aspect where things are kind of spinning out of control in terms of the rumors surrounding Michael Myers. This orderly is saying like, oh, my friend Julie saw him in the cornfield the other day and he was real creepy. And it's like, well, he just got out last night. So like she couldn't have seen him in a cornfield, you know?
Realistic.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. A lot of creaky doors in this hospital. Desperately in need of some WD-40.
There's babies on this floor.
Yeah. It's a small town hospital, baby.
Huh. Is Michael Myers he's in the room with all the babies. Is this real? Do they do this? They put all the babies in one room?
It's a maternity ward, babe.
I've seen this in a lot of movies. I don't know much about birth and babies, but I feel like any of our friends who've had a baby, their baby has not been in a room like that.
Yeah, they
go in that room? Yeah. They go in a room all together?
Yeah, they just hang out.
But what are the odds that all the babies are born in the same day?
There's a local hospital, you know? Whoever's having their baby comes here.
Michael Myers just hiding out with all the babies. This is kind of funny. I didn't realize Laurie Strode didn't even know
Yeah, she doesn't know
that
who's
Michael
after her.
Myers
Yeah.
was the one who was after her, right? She's like learning that now. She's like, wait, she just thought it was some guy. She didn't have a name to him until now.
Let's just like get some parents in here, you know? Is there like maybe one police officer who could hang out at the hospital maybe?
It is amazing how everyone who's working at this hospital is so young.
Well, they've cut the phone lines, Mr. Guy. Michael Myers is here at the hospital and
He's
he has
here.
cut the phone line.
It's all over.
It was a pretty sweet gig for Jamie Lee for this first 20, 30 minutes.
Just lay on a
Just to be in the
stretcher,
bed.
lay in a bed.
The security guard has given the orderly a absolutely massive walkie-talkie. It is like the size of a brick.
I just hope she still has it if Michael Myers comes for her, because it looks like she could use it to defend herself.
I know. What's he investigating these trash cans for? Do you think a raccoon chewed the wires?
Yeah, maybe.
Thank goodness.
A character looking around in a dark space finally turned on a light.
Yeah, just turn the light on. Much less scary. Interesting, because you wouldn't have been able to lock it from the inside like that. You know what I mean? Is it a trap? What is it? All right, this is a bit of a slow burn for a movie that's not that long.
Yeah, the security guard is just like investigating why the phone line's not working, and they're making him go in like closet after closet after closet. There we go. Wasn't that long.
See? He hammered him.
Okay.
He hammered him with a hammer.
So Michael Myers just killed the security guard with the claw side of the hammer.
And what do I say when you leave the claw side, when you leave the claw hammer out in our home?
Often in our house, we have old hardwood floor, beautiful antique hardwood floors. And sometimes one of the nails pops up, so I gotta like hammer it back in. And sometimes I get lazy and I don't want it's like at night. I don't want to walk all the way back down to the basement and put the hammer back. So I just kind of leave it out. And you always get very upset with me. And what is your reasoning?
What if there was an intruder and he was maybe not prepared to assault anyone, but then he saw the claw hammer and was like, gotta do it. The claw hammer's here.
So you think an intruder is going to come in with no plans to murder us, just to rob us of all our jewels or something? But then the sight of the hammer will just provide the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not making it harder for someone to kill us.
Well, on the other hand, what if leaving it out gives us the opportunity to grab it to defend ourselves when we hear an intruder?
Do you think that you'll be able to do that?
No, definitely not.
I respect you because I feel like most men would be like, yes, I would kill anyone who came near me in the night while I was sleeping.
Absolute chicken shit qualities.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're realistic.
Or as The Rock would say in the 90s, I'm a candy ass.
Yes.
Is that an anti-gay slur, do you think?
I don't know. So there's like a riot outside the Myers house and people are throwing rocks and bricks at it because
that'll show him.
That's where Michael Myers used to live, I guess.
I mean, mob mentality is unpredictable.
Oh, sure. And this is a small town that has suffered a massive tragedy.
Yeah, they've probably lost like a huge portion of their population from these 4 murders now.
Here's Dr. Loomis with his revolver. More gunplay.
He just keeps reloading it.
Dr. Loomis loves guns. I
know that it is trite of me to criticize the decision making of characters in a horror movie. I understand that's what you're supposed to do, kind of. This is not a new thought. However, it seems like Dr. Loomis and the police, knowing that Laurie Strode was the most recent attempted victim, maybe they should go to the hospital where she is. Seems like a pretty easy, logical conclusion to make, because they're like looking all over town for Michael Myers. But I guess then you wouldn't have a movie. Dr. Loomis's scenes are wild. Ben Tramer, oh my God. The boy that the kid they blew up in the mask is Laurie Strode's crush, Ben Tramer, from the first movie.
Oh, not Ben Tramer.
They're rewarding us for having watched these back to back.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I would have remembered that.
No.
If even a day or two had passed since seeing Halloween 1.
That is like a fun little Easter egg.
Michael Myers is ruining her life in every possible. Although, to be fair, Dr. Loomis is the one who killed Ben Tramer, but it's because he was dressed like Michael Myers. If you like old-timey nurses' outfits, this is the movie for you. There's a lot of completely inappropriate behavior going on among the hospital staff.
See, Grey's Anatomy didn't pioneer this.
Oh.
Shonda stole inappropriate behavior from Halloween 2.
I think both pieces of media stole inappropriate behavior from real life.
Oh, see, we're getting a little bit of an answer.
Yeah, Laurie Strode's having some dreamy flashbacks where her as a little girl, she's visiting Michael Myers. Well, back to bed. You're not kidding. She really gets to just lay in a bed. Like, did she ask for this, do you think? Like, look, I understand. If you let young people work in a secluded job environment, this stuff's going to happen. However, I think if I were a patient at this hospital, I'd be like, can you guys please not hook up?
Like right now.
While you're on the job.
Yeah, wait till you're so it's funny because, it looks like this nurse works with, with babies in the maternity ward, and the paramedic is like, oh, come on down. We're gonna go hang out downstairs in the therapy room, which is just a big jacuzzi for some reason. And she's like, oh, I can't leave like the kids here by themselves.
Well, he talked her into it. She's agreed. She said, I'll leave the door open, and if the babies cry, maybe I'll hear them.
Yeah. I don't think Michael Myers would go after a baby. That feels out of character for him.
No, but taking the Michael Myers out of it, she needs to be there. Like, if something bad happens to a baby, if it has a medical event.
She needs to be looking out for the baby.
This is pretty negligent.
See, this feels like a Michael Myers morality killing.
Is he going to come down and be like, I'm not killing you because you're having sex. I'm killing you because you left those babies alone.
Oh, no.
Whoa. How is this jacuzzi? I guess there's just no safety controls on it.
Well, like he's turning the control knob. Like in a different room,
This is realistic. A man who's like, I will not get out of this hot tub no matter how hot it gets to get some nookie.
Oh, we got butt.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, we got man butt.
Yeah.
You never get man butt in a slasher movie,
Because, obviously there's going to be some gratuitous female nudity, but yeah, to also have some male nudity.
Yeah, I think in the spirit of
equality,
a gender parody,
This is cool.
Yeah, this is like a good use of the pebble glass.
Yeah. Right? We're watching Michael Myers murder the guy through like a glass window.
He really choked him fast.
While the girlfriend is in the foreground and is unaware. Do you think you'd recognize my hand?
Yes.
Did you realize by touching my hand that I'm not Michael Myers, or that it's Michael Myers, not me? He doesn't wash his hands. Getting drowned in the burning hot tub. That's a pretty gnarly kill. And he's, why is he taking her out so much?
I don't know. So we can see it?
That's not nice.
Well, it's really for our benefit, I think.
Sure. And it's more horrific, but.
Yeah, because her skin is peeling off because the water's so hot.
So what kind of asbestos chef hands does Michael Myers have?
He's just very strong.
He was able to hold her under the boiling water that has boiled off her skin, but his hand's just under there too. Impressive.
We've established, though, that he is already kind of like supernatural in some ways,
good
right?
point.
Like he's been shot several times. He's fallen out of a window. He's been stabbed in the neck with a knitting needle. He's been stabbed with a knife.
All because of his superpower. Mental illness? Why is he writing Celtic words in blood? He's a rich inner life.
I don't know who this Sam Hain is, but
I'm a little confused about this schoolroom scene. Not confused at all, though, about this person smoking at school.
It's like a nice touch that the EMTs and Michael Myers both wear a blue jumpsuit, so there can be like a little creative misdirection there.
Yeah, for like a second when Jimmy, the love-struck EMT, walks into Laurie's room again while she's just trying to get a few blessed moments of rest.
He's like, I'm not going to let anything happen to you. I swear, everything is going to be fine. But something bad has already happened.
Yeah, she's like catatonic.
Way to go, Jimmy. What's his name? Is it Jimmy?
Yeah, it was written on his shirt.
Huh.
That's why you called him Jimmy earlier. Weren't you reading his little patch?
No, I was just making it up.
No, it said it. Did it? Actually, I don't know now. Maybe you made it up. Laurie Strode is in a coma, maybe. Dr. Loomis, I don't quite understand politically, but he's being told by the governor of Illinois he's not allowed to be here anymore.
I mean, his car is the one that was stolen, that transported.
Right. He is pretty much responsible.
Michael
First of all,
Myers.
he was the one responsible for dealing with Michael Myers' mental health crises for the last 15 years.
Didn't do a great job.
He let Michael Myers steal his car. He let Michael Myers get away.
Yep. Okay, so Laurie Strode has had a reaction to the medication that she said she did not want.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Why she begged them not to put her under?
Yeah, so now she's catatonic. Dr. Mixter, he's dead.
Michael Myers has been doing kills we haven't even seen on screen.
He's been busy.
Whoa.
Dr. Mixter was not a great listener.
He didn't deserve to get a hypodermic needle in his eye.
I don't think so. Is that like a big fear of yours? Ooh, we got it. We got the thing. They did the thing.
Oh, there he is. He crept up on her. Nice. Uh-oh. Is he going for her eye too?
Yeah, a lot of needle-based kills.
He didn't go into her eye. He went behind her eye into her brain. That was pretty gnarly.
It was, wasn't it?
Michael Myers has really upped his game in this movie. I think he's already at least doubled his body count from the first movie.
Oh, easily.
And his kills are becoming more creative. it's like your favorite band's second album. They're experimenting a little bit. Might not be everybody's favorite, but at least they're trying something.
Mrs. Alvis is the nurse manager here, and she seems like she is not to be crossed. But they can't find her to help Laurie Strode right now since Dr. Mixter has been stabbed in the eye and is out of commission.
Is a hypodermic in my eye one of my greatest fears? No. Is it one of yours?
Oh, no. I feel like you're weird about eyes, though.
I mean, I surely don't want a hypodermic in my eye, but I really don't lose much sleep over the thought. It feels like there's no one else no other patients in the hospital tonight.
All right, so we got all geared up to stab somebody.
It was pillows.
It was 3 pillows.
Oh, was she faking being?
Maybe she was faking so she could run away.
Wow.
Because she knew he was here, perhaps.
It's incredible how little up till this point, and we're like probably maybe not almost done, but getting there. Jamie Lee Curtis has been literally horizontal for the vast majority of the movie, and now she just limps down a hallway. I hope she got paid a lot of money to do not that much in this.
She's doing a lot.
Well, now she is.
She's not moving a lot.
Up till now, she has not been doing a lot.
She's doing a lot of emoting.
She was
Tyler.
asleep.
She's emoting.
She had to show herself asleep, dreaming.
Yeah, she had to do good emoting.
I am not slagging her. I'm just saying it's awesome. I hope she got paid bank for this.
I can't believe how anti-woman you are.
I hate women. Okay, she's horizontal again.
No, she's L-shaped.
She's on the floor with her back
perpendicular.
leaning on the wall. I would be too, of course, if I had been injured by Michael Myers the way she was in the first film. I'm not.
You would be laying down and crying.
Oh yeah, I would have just been like, Michael Myers, please kill me.
You would be asking me to bring you little treats, snacks. It would take you 9 weeks to remove your Band-Aid.
She just falls asleep sitting like that. It looks
it's
very
been a really long day, Tyler. She's
like crunched up on the ground, sort of upright. Her knees are near her head.
She's been up for like 36 hours. She had to go to school.
Oh my God, yeah, she was at school today?
Yeah.
Well, earlier in the day.
Within the last 24 to 36 hours.
And I don't know what day of the week Halloween was in 1978, but if it wasn't a Friday, she might have to go to school tomorrow.
It is the 70s where they're like, we're not going to call you out for this.
Unexcused absence.
Truant officers coming for you.
October 31st, 1978 was a Tuesday. She definitely has to go to school tomorrow.
All right, here's Michael Myers walking all stiff.
So to your point about whether Michael Myers kills people with reason, here's a nurse who has done nothing. We don't know almost anything about this character. She's done nothing questionable.
No, she's doing her job. She's literally looking for the security guy to help them. She's been attentive as a healthcare professional.
So if he kills her...
Why would they split up? Have they never seen an episode of Scooby-Doo? Like, why?
Yeah, these people actually would have been the perfect age to watch Scooby-Doo in its first run. So
yeah,
they should know better.
Stuck together.
Scooby-Doo versus Michael Myers would be great. And
that'd be amazing.
It sounds like something that could get made nowadays, I think.
Right?
We've already had R-rated Velma. Scooby-Doo has met pro wrestlers.
Scooby-Doo rehabilitates Michael Myers. Little therapy dog. Uh-oh. Get out of there. What's in this closet? Oh, no, not Mrs. Alves. They got her.
You sound like someone on Facebook posting after somebody dies who you barely knew.
Mrs. Alves got. So we just bled her out?
Yeah, there's a lot of blood on the floor.
Okay, so Jimmy found Mrs. Alves, bled out in a hospital room, and the floor is just absolutely coated in blood. And Jimmy, who is like ready to protect Laurie, he's like, I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. He just did like a banana peel style slip.
On the blood.
And has knocked himself out. Like he's out
hit the back of his head.
commission.
I was going to ask though, before that, if you just put a needle in someone's arm like that, could you bleed them out? I guess so. Would it ever stop? Like my guess would have been you need to make a bigger slash. Michael Myers literally, somehow he has the skill of a phlebotomist. He's just inserted, like a standard IV needle into her arm but didn't attach a bag. So she bled freely.
Are you asking me this like I have any medical knowledge?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought you might know that, but I did think you might know that. I just think you know a lot of stuff.
Oh, look, Laurie's revitalized after her nap.
All right, Laurie Strode getting up.
Laurie, turn on the lights, girl.
In her defense here, she's not at her own house. She might not know where all the switches are at the hospital.
Jamie Lee does a good job in this movie of never forgetting that her leg is injured.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes you watch an actor and you see them and they don't always remember that they've taken damage, like specific damage, or sometimes they forget that they have an accent.
Hey, be nice to Anna Paquin in X-Men. Leave Anna Paquin alone.
I will say that Michael Myers has gotten a lot more creative in his killing,
Killed the security guard with a hammer, and then he strung him up by the lights, just as for effect?
Yeah.
Wow.
Funsies. Jamie Lee really wants to live. Oh, this is me every time I use an elevator where I obsessively hit the closed door button so I don't have to ride with someone.
That was it.
She's out of there, girl.
She got away. He didn't catch the elevator in time. She made it.
Yeah, his little hand got pinched in the elevator.
He was like, ow. Honestly, they might just need to drop firebombs on Haddonfield. Start over.
Why does Dr. Loomis know so much about druids? See, there we go.
A twist, a little family twist.
So it turns out, spoiler alert, guys, Laurie Strode is actually Michael Myers' sister.
I knew that, and I was trying to keep that from you. Didn't want to spoil it for you. That's the Luke, I am your father of this movie.
Dr. Loomis is always ready to whip out his gun. Dr. Loomis is absolutely just wild. He's a wild man.
I just get the impression he's just been looking for an excuse to shoot guns, you know, his whole life. Before they revealed the Laurie Strode as Michael Myers' sister twist, was Dr. Loomis trying to tell us that Michael Myers is an ancient evil being? Like, I was confused by that.
No, I don't think so. I think he's saying, just like on Sam Hain, this will also happen.
Uh-oh.
Jimmy's not doing so hot. Jimmy has some kind of brain injury.
Jimmy is at best concussed. I don't think he should be driving this car.
All right, so Jimmy's passed out from his concussion.
Laying on the horn.
Smacked the steering wheel horn.
Fully alerting Michael Myers to Laurie Strode's presence. This movie's all going to come down to, can a lady drive good? Here she is, crawling across the parking lot. Is she trying to be stealthy, or is she just that injured?
She's injured.
Dr. Loomis holding his gun on the neck. Who is it?
He's a sheriff's guy.
It's wild. This cop.
From the sheriff's office.
Laurie Strode is so injured she can't even scream the word help. Now she can, now that they've gone inside and can't hear her.
Tyler, trauma is complex.
This is as silly as Bruce Campbell being knocked under a bookshelf repeatedly in Evil Dead.
Dr. Loomis literally just whipping this gun around.
Everyone shut up.
You shut up and you shut up. I've got the gun. Aha. And I'm a doctor in the 80s. Everyone has to listen to me now.
Is this all one big metaphor for what it's like being a woman trying to receive health care in America?
Yeah. And in 2024, somehow worse.
Here we go. She finally screamed for help enough that Dr. Loomis is going to shoot at Michael Myers some more.
Yeah.
Because that worked so great last time.
But then literally Michael Myers just blasted through the glass door without any, just not even pausing.
He walked right through it. It was kind of awesome.
It was kind of cool. Now you got to take the head.
Because they've shot him 6 times again.
This man is riddled with lead.
How could anything go wrong?
What if they just sat on him?
Right? They're
until
here.
Help arrived.
Michael Myers is laying on the floor.
Yeah, just sit on him until help comes.
Laurie Strode is asking the $1 million question, why won't he die?
All right, so Michael Myers is back up, having killed the sheriff's deputy.
He's back to full strength already.
He's totally fine.
This is awesome.
Does he have a bulletproof vest on underneath there?
That would be the simplest solution.
But he's just like a supernatural evil.
I guess so. Whatever that Sam Hain thing is.
Fueled by Sam Hain.
It sounds like a malt beverage.
Yeah, he's sponsored by Sam Hain, you know? This latest round of killings is brought to you by Sam Hain. Viewers like you. What's Dr. Loomis going to do? Throw the gun?
I feel like he has more bullets now. Can he keep reloading?
Dr. Loomis's pockets are just full. He's just his cargo pants.
He didn't get a cool bandolier. He's just filled every pocket. He's been jingling while walking.
They're like, why is he jingling so much? I want to grant him undying respect as a doctor, but he just jingled so much.
I'm a doctor. Grant me undying respect. Burn the hospital down. Do whatever you got to do.
You got to be in a closet with no windows.
No door.
Yeah.
Put Michael Myers in a pool and then delete the ladder. Dr. Loomis has given Laurie Strode a gun. That's cool.
Where was that other gun?
Did he take it from no, he couldn't have got it from the dead cop. Who knows? Did he have 2 guns this whole time?
Just blasted right through the door.
He's really strong.
Oh, God, Dr. Loomis.
He stabbed him in the tummy. Michael, it's me, your sister. I had a dream about it. We used to play tiddlywinks, remember? Okay, Laurie Strode has shot him in the face, which is good.
Oh, she's shooting both of his eyes?
Wow, she's a really good shot.
All right, now he's crying blood tears.
It's so cool.
Very dramatic.
It's like this movie was written by a 14-year-old.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
what's the coolest things?
He was shot in the face and he's still swinging.
He can't see, but he is indiscriminately swinging his scalpel.
Kind of incredible. An inspiration to us all.
Okay, so Dr. Loomis is just pouring ether into the room. Aren't they all going to pass out? He can't aim it.
They're just filling this room with gas indiscriminately. Whatever gas they can get.
Oxygen, ether,
fuel.
I think Dr. Loomis is farting too.
All right, so Dr. Loomis, he's prepared to sacrifice himself. The only time he's ever done anything useful.
Wow.
Couldn't have possibly built a relationship with Michael, a deeply disturbed little boy.
He blew them both up.
He didn't, though, because there's 19 more movies.
No, maybe this is it.
This is not it, Tyler.
Maybe Michael Myers won't be in them. You don't know.
Can't have Halloween without Michael Myers.
Oh my God.
See, he's burning. He's on fire.
I like this movie that they're not even tricking us for long.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's cool. You know, the last movie, we had the big fake out at the end. What a twist. This time they've done it 3 times already. And they're like, nope, here he is. Here he is stumbling down the hallway on fire. All right, he went down, though.
Now is he just going to be like horribly burned?
Yeah, yes, you'll have to find out.
Laurie Strode continues to live. They're putting her in a different ambulance to take her to a different hospital now.
Yeah, this one's all smoked out.
What happened to Jimmy?
Jimmy? Oh, he's in his car still, probably passed out.
He's resting.
I don't think Laurie Strode spared a minute to tell everyone, hey, go check on Jimmy. There we go.
Jimmy was not super useful.
They tied that story up in a neat little bow.
Jimmy professed that he would not let anything happen to her and then promptly disappeared.
What a guy.
So there's Michael Myers. His face is literally burning off.
Yep. The mask is melting. His skin
I do
is
like
melting.
this is like John Carpenter saying, like, we are done.
We wrote the dumb
We're
second
done.
one.
We did the sequel. His face is burning off.
You got what you wanted. Did they? And there was nothing. They ended the movie with Laurie Strode thinking back to 2 minutes ago when he was burning. And they didn't do anything to imply he survived.
He did not move.
Like the first movie, right, disappears, leaves a snow angel in the grass. But this time, he's burnt.
He was crisp.
It's over.
Melted. His body was melting.
Let's watch Halloween 3. Before we do, what'd you think of Halloween 2 compared to Halloween 1?
It felt a little bit like sillier and cartoonier,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
where it's like, oh, like here's all the ways you could die. It felt a little bit less compelling and coherent. You know what I mean? I feel like the original Halloween is just like tight, you know, in terms of story.
Yeah.
And I feel, and this is a total subjective feeling, I feel like from a filmmaking perspective that Halloween 1 was vastly superior in terms of like the use of Michael Myers. When does he show up? When does he not show up? We just really have like a lot of Michael Myers time. And I think when you reveal the monster, right, like he becomes less scary, you know, like when he's just like a shadow or you're focused in the foreground and he's like this like blurry guy in the background, like that's really scary, you know? So I feel like the fear factor on this second one is not there for me.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts and feelings?
I agree. And understanding that they wanted to escalate things and make it a little wilder, more violent, I think you can do that and that's fine. But I didn't like then that there were times where then they were trying to give us a real slow scene like the first one, because I felt like it was at odds with this idea that this is a more intense, here's the music finally in the credits.
Yep.
So yeah, like I was finding myself getting a little bored during the more, what are supposed to be the more slow, tense moments, because I felt like that's not what this movie does most of the time. My biggest gripe is, I don't want to just complain. I thought it was a fine movie.
It was fine. Yeah, it wasn't.
My biggest gripe is what I liked most about the first Halloween was so many just beautiful shots of spooky Halloween, not even spooky, just like the suburbs at Halloween. You know, while the sun is still up a little bit, trick-or-treating time. I enjoyed that so much about the first one. Like, it just has that whole vibe to it. Where this one, we're in the hospital pretty much the whole time. A few scenes outside, but it was fine. But yeah, I much prefer the first. And I absolutely hate twists like this where it's like, it's brother and sister. What?
Yeah.
It's fine. I get it. Your question earlier was, why is he going after her like that?
True.
And that's how they tried to explain that. But I always feel like when they do that, it just makes the world of the movie feel a little small and convenient. In the, we're not going to watch these for this podcast series, but maybe if you're not tired of Halloween by the time we're done them and you want to see the newer Halloweens where Jamie Lee came back, they did away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that they're not brother and sister. They like have a character in the movie be like, that's made up. Like, you know, like a kid's talking about it. They like make that into just like a rumor about it and it's not real, which I think is clever. Anyway. All right, Kate, done with Halloween 2?
Yeah, I think we are.
And we'll move on to Halloween 3 and see what's up. All right, Kate, you're right. I already asked you. I don't have to ask you anymore if you've seen them. You haven't seen them. Do you know anything about Halloween 3?
I know that it comes after Halloween 2.
Well, Kate, Halloween 3 was released 1 year after Halloween 2. This is called, by the way, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And it was released in theaters on October 22nd, 1982.
Does that have anything to do with our old pal Sam Hain?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Wow.
This time, John Carpenter and Deborah Hill said they'd only agree to work on this movie if it was not a continuation of the Michael Myers, Laurie Strode, Dr. Loomis story. So they decided with this movie, they're going to transform the Halloween series into an anthology where each movie from now on would be a self-contained story. So there's no Michael Myers in this film.
What?
I was wondering if I should tell you that or just start the movie and like see how long it would take for you to be like, when is Michael Myers going to arrive? But I figured I'd shoot straight with you here. You got Carpenter and Hill producing, but they don't write or direct it. Tommy Lee Wallace writes and directs Halloween 3. He was an art director on most of Carpenter's films up till this point.
Okay.
Not The Thing, though, your favorite, which The Thing, we didn't mention it before, but The Thing came out in 1982, the same year as Halloween 2. Part of the reason he was too busy to direct Halloween 2.
He was busy making a masterpiece.
But Tommy Lee Wallace was the art director on like all the other early Carpenter films, including Halloween, and he was one of the editors on Halloween.
Oh.
So he's been there.
This is just a group of Renaissance people.
Yeah.
They're
all
writing
hanging
it,
out.
they're directing it, they're art directing it, they're editing it.
And one of the things he'll go on to direct later is the famous Stephen King's It miniseries.
Oh, okay.
You know? So anyway, this is a totally self-contained story. It's an interesting idea, but audiences at the time mostly rejected it and were like, where's Michael Myers? Like you would have been if I didn't tell you.
Yeah, fair.
So it didn't do too well. And then 5 years go by before Halloween 4. And when they do make Halloween 4, they bring back Michael Myers. But Halloween 3 is like kind of a cult classic now. It has its admirers. I'm very curious to see it. And yeah, I think there's a lot of creepy rubber masks in it. That's pretty much all I know.
Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, silver shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, silver shamrock.
It's almost time, kids. The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the Horror-thon. And remember the big giveaway at 9. Don't miss it. And don't forget to wear your masks. The clock is ticking. It's almost time.
Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, silver shamrock.
Look at that scary face in the artwork.
I do not like it.
That's not just a pumpkin anymore. Yeah, I mean, I guess their plan was just to put out spooky movies around Halloween called Halloween.
I get that.
It's a good idea.
So no Michael Myers.
No Michael Myers.
Perhaps witches.
We're going to find out.
Is Laurie Strode here?
No Laurie Strode. No Michael Myers.
What? So I get no Jamie Lee here.
Mustafa Akkad presents, by the way. He's one of the other producers. I know we talked a lot about the producer Yablon, but this Mustafa Akkad guy is going to be relevant in the next few Halloween movies. He's going to become the driving force, just so you know. You'll hear that name again. Oh, John Carpenter did do the music again.
It's like a computer jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah, where it looks like we're looking at lines on a, computer screen.
Has War Games come out yet? You know what I mean? Like, are they trying to capitalize on like the success of War Games?
War Games came out the same year. Interesting. Perhaps.
A lot of ASCII art here. So no Jamie Lee.
No Jamie Lee.
No Michael Myers.
Don't get too attached to Jamie Lee in these movies.
Too late.
She comes and goes.
I do like music by John Carpenter. I like to see that.
And Alan Howarth.
And Alan. Also Alan.
He was his musical collaborator in Halloween 2 as well. We didn't mention that. But you didn't like Halloween 2's music as much as 1. And the big difference is he has a collaborator.
The addition of Alan.
Yeah.
Alan. Erwin Yablans is back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's there too.
So he's back, but Michael Myers is not back.
Correct.
I just cannot stress enough. There's no Michael Myers here.
There is no Michael Myers, but there is writer and director Tommy Lee Wallace.
And perhaps some witches. Location change, right? Change of venue here.
Yeah.
We're in Northern California instead of
Haddonfield, Illinois.
I was going to call it Clump
I like it this straight. You thought that Halloween 1 and 2 took place in a town called Clump Illinois.
It was a placeholder. I was like 30% sure the name, the word clump was in it though.
It's like, what if that was the capital of Illinois and you had to memorize that in like 5th grade?
Look at this guy. Just a regular guy. This is an office park, sir. There's not going to be anyone here. It's night. Do not try to take refuge.
All right, you got some good Halloween-esque synth music going on.
It's synthy. But are they going to use the Halloween theme? Probably not, right?
Know.
Like Michael Myers isn't here.
I don't know. I guess that's the question here is like how many of the elements can you strip away and have it still be a Halloween movie? Does this count? Probably not.
No, this is Halloween 3, The Ship of Theseus.
Audiences have agreed this does not count. Might be good though. It's called classic. Did people not like it because Michael Myers wasn't in it and they felt like they were tricked? Or is it
a man. Who's that man? Our guy who's been trying to run and hide has all of a sudden encountered a young man in a suit with wacky hair and he's about to be strangled.
He's receiving a choke.
It doesn't feel like that would put you out, does it?
Oh, cars are pretty heavy.
Cars were heavy back then, right?
You heard the squish.
He just got sort of sandwiched gently between two cars. And it was like, who am I to say, though? I have never been sandwiched gently between two cars. So.
Between two big, older cars.
Yeah, like a 70s muscle car.
Yeah, it's heavy. You never had to hold the gas tank up under your dad's vintage muscle car? and
And it
cry.
shows. Here's some information about Stonehenge. A piece of Stonehenge has disappeared.
Do you like this Halloween mask jingle?
I actually kind of do. I'm not going to lie.
8 more days till Halloween. I hope we're going to get a better view of the masks. I'm curious which one you like the best and would purchase.
None. I hate Halloween masks. I hate the way they smell. I hate the texture, that like rubber powder texture.
See, all these things you hate, I kind of like. The smell of a Halloween mask makes me very nostalgic. It's just incredible that as a kid, it's like I'd wear one for hours. It seems like you'd like pass out from the fumes,
Yeah.
right? Doesn't seem good.
I think you could have been like a lot smarter. Like you could have had a few more IQ points.
And I know that there's many other reasons we all have forever chemicals in our blood and our sperm and stuff.
That's up there probably. And like, I don't like the sound that breathing inside a Halloween mask makes where you're like,
What?
hate rubber masks.
Yeah, look, these kids are just wearing their masks, watching TV casually 8 days before Halloween. Is this another drunk doctor?
Yeah.
That's interesting. There's a through line.
Kind of an interesting plot point that the super annoying 8 more days to Halloween Silver Shamrock jingle seems to be like activating these people who
Yeah.
have the masks,
Yeah.
you know, which is kind of fun.
You know, without knowing how it's going to turn out or what quality the rest of the story is going to have, it's refreshing because you know at least there's a little more mystery. You're not just like, okay, Michael Myers killing everyone. You know, there were no questions about what was going to happen next in Halloween 2 in your mind.
Why is that doctor touching that nurse's butt? He did not like it.
Did he give her a little pat on the butt?
Yeah.
That's not good.
There's like, I should have married you, Agnes.
Wow. Look, he's gouging that guy's eyes out.
Pretty significant gouge.
I've never seen someone be murdered like that in a movie. He reached into his eye sockets, basically, poked his eyes real hard, then like kind of pinched his fingers around the inside of his nose and then pulled up to like break his nose?
Unclear.
I don't know, but it worked.
All right. So now we got the guy in the
The other
hospital
man.
just sort of like walked out into his car and calmly doused himself in gasoline and then lit up a lighter. Spooky. Maybe Sam Hain is here.
Hey, who's this Sam Hain? This doctor, like we're establishing that he's always flaking out on his ex-wife and his kids. And like this one time he does have a good excuse, but she's not buying it. No, somebody blew up in the parking lot and there's a guy with an evil Halloween mask. She's like, yeah, okay.
I think this man has a fake mustache. Look at it. Just like a one-dimensional mustache. Sunday the 24th.
How many days till Halloween?
Wednesday the 27th.
Wow.
Time's flying.
4 more days till Halloween. The first 2 movies take place over a less than like 12-hour span, all in one day combined. And this movie has already gone through like 2 weeks of time in the first 10 minutes.
So Halloween 3 has now referenced the original Halloween
Yeah, Halloween 1
on
was
the television, which is so funny.
it's on TV.
The guy playing the doctor is just very one note, isn't he? Like his delivery is like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about your father.
All right, here we go. It's big mall destroying mom and pop stores.
But he is selling those weird Halloween masks in his like general store, right?
He was. Before he got
You
his
know?
skull ripped open.
So the doctor is going with the dead guy's daughter to go investigate this mask factory, but he's just like giving his wife this crazy excuse, like, I'm going to a conference, don't bother me. And the wife is just like, the kids don't even remember your name.
I'm going to a doctor's conference.
Incredible.
And then he hangs up,
Yeah.
grabs a 6-pack of beer, and gets in the car with this young woman he just met. 2 more days till Halloween. The Silver Shamrock jingle is very catchy.
It really is. You're going to be hearing it in your dreams tonight.
I'm worried it's going to be the best part of this whole movie.
It may be. OMG, if this whole town's evil, I'm going to flip my lid.
Why?
I don't know. I just love a movie where a whole town is evil for some reason.
They look pretty evil. We're probably going to get answers to this question in this movie, but like, how could a company be this big and employ the whole town if all they do is make Halloween masks? What do they do the rest of the year?
They're artisanal. So the premise is that it's an evil Irish town.
Where everybody works for the company, basically. But like everything here has an Irish name, right? It's like the Rose O'Sharon Inn, the Dublin Inn.
So they're going to pose as a husband and wife so that they can stay at this hotel and investigate the evil town.
Is this all just a trick so this guy can try to hook up with this girl? Is that what's going on? Is that why he
Perhaps,
came up with
per
this
snaps.
this whole scam?
So now the doctor and the dead guy's daughter are making out. It's a weird turn of events.
She's really into it. Can you suspend your disbelief?
No,
She's
but
really
I'll try.
digging on this old alcoholic doctor who abandoned his family in a heartbeat to go on this adventure.
This is a very important detail that there's a town-wide announcement system, like a public address system, and we just heard the PA system go off saying it's 6 o'clock, curfew, everybody in your houses, don't come out.
Pretty weird.
That's not good.
Like if we were staying in an Airbnb and you heard that, would you make us leave?
We would need to leave.
I'd be like, Kate, this Airbnb was $15 a night.
There's also like a very sophisticated set of surveillance cameras for the 80s, I feel like. They're panning all around. So there was a homeless man. He was complaining about the town and Mr. Cochran, and two guys just came and just tore his head straight off.
Yeah, they
in an
seem to be
alley.
super strong.
And very, like almost not plasticky, but, like two mannequins almost.
Yeah, they're like robotic. All right. It's the same type of guys we saw earlier. The guy who burned himself alive after he killed the other guy. The other guy who got calmly squished by a car. They're like emotionless. Yeah, there seems to be this consistent like anti-corporate, pro-small business message. This other mask buyer is like complaining how the bigger companies have an easier time getting attention from the Silver Shamrock Company. Her little mom and pop shop has to struggle to get an order. It's interesting.
She just brought that with her, just straight up brought this lingerie just in case she encountered a middle-aged doctor with a fake mustache. She brought lingerie to her dad's, like after finding out that her dad died, she was like, better bring my lingerie.
This whole adventure for her started because she was going to go identify his body. Wow.
So after they've had sex, the doctor's like, wait, how old are you?
I'm older than I look.
That's not an answer. Verify the ID.
How clean do you think this motel's plush carpet is?
Not very. There's like some kind of button or decal on all of these Halloween masks. The decal came off. Wow, that's really gruesome. The decal came off one of the masks, and this older lady poked it with like a little
the hairpin.
and it exploded, shot a laser, and then it blew her face off.
And now there's bugs in her face?
Yeah, bugs are crawling out of her mouth, which is kind of a weird detail.
Wow.
But her like teeth are completely blasted away. What? So this woman whose face was lasered off and then bugs came out of her mouth, they're like, oh, she's fine. We're just taking her back to the factory. Fix her right up. It's like a lot of people in like white lab coats around. It's not good. Get out of here. It's factory. Not so good.
Women seem to love him.
I mean, he's a doctor. It's the 80s, you know?
These two literally look like a father and daughter.
Yeah. All right, so now they've wormed their way into the Silver Shamrock factory tour.
Tour of an evil haunted mask factory.
Just a regular mask factory is an evil haunted mask factory.
Look, it's turning into like an episode of like How It's Made.
Ugh.
I actually would like to watch the How It's Made about Halloween masks if it exists.
See, it's just an evil factory town, Tyler.
Yeah, everyone has a pretty evil vibe here.
There's a distinct absence of witches. If you're going
Well-
to call it like Season of the Witch.
There's the green witch mask.
Yeah, but
That's the extent of it.
I want
right,
like a
so
witch
far.
coven, you know?
We're over halfway through and there has not been an actual witch.
Not
certainly.
one single witch.
Do the Irish have witches? Is that a thing? Do you know anything about Irish witches?
No, I do not, baby.
Huh.
All these guys in like suits, these sort of mechanized mannequin guys are standing in corners and like on top of the building.
Just without any movement or emotion.
Oh man. The Halloween franchise loves when people blast through a door. Such an odd trope, but every Halloween movie, it's had them.
Yeah, these like the bad guys here are just like young men with shaggy hair and suits who don't emote. They're basically Michael Myers in another.
Yeah.
They're super strong. They can break through doors. They
Yeah.
can like rip people's heads off. They just walk stiffly.
Are we to believe that like the silver shamrock mask gives people mind control powers? Is it like brainwashing? Like what's the
I think you gotta make it to the end of the movie and find out.
Ugh.
We must unravel the mystery, just like this weird older doctor and his young concubine.
really weird?
Is she not thought at all about like maybe she's having an emotional reaction to her dad being murdered 2 days ago, and that's why she's looking for a daddy figure? You got to give them credit though; they did something a lot different.
They did. It is very different. It is really not the same. Excelente.
An evil factory town, spooky masks. You'd think they would have had like a Michael Myers mask in the factory, right?
Right? Something. All right, so here we are inside the Silver Shamrock factory at night, about to learn what makes them so evil. If you're going to bring the witches out, this is probably the time. What the is that? So he's opened a door into a room and there's an old woman crocheting. She's giving me like Whistler's mother vibes. Oh my God, her head fell straight off.
She's reminding you of Whistler's mother because you love the movie Bean so much.
You love the movie Bean so much. But the old woman was actually an animatronic. And then he was taken by a man. There's a lot happening right now. I can't describe everything.
Are these guys animatronic?
Oh, that would be like a fun twist, right? Because they can't find any remains in the car.
Oh.
So it seems like these
Yeah.
guys might be like an animatronic, sort of like that woman who was knitting,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, I
They
forgot
seem
about
pretty
that.
mechanical.
Here
They
we
can't
go.
feel like a lot of pain, you know?
This one, he punched through his chest and now he's covered in some sort of yellow oil.
And he's full of wires.
Wow. So this movie's got robots, evil masks.
Like androids. That's what I was going to call them animorphs, but they're not animorphs. They're androids. You're an animorph.
Well.
Here it is, Sunday the 31st.
0 more days till Halloween.
It's a real bummer when Halloween's on a Sunday because then kids they have to go to school the next day.
Do you think that the next day after this, the song is going to come back on? It'll be 365 days till Halloween.
They're going into a room that says final processing, so that seems bad. In addition to making masks, this company also makes androids with human features. I've not seen any single witch, not one witch, and no Michael Myers.
Except on the TV.
Is Michael Myers an android?
Huh.
All right, so now we're in like a huge basement and there's lots of scientific type equipment
This finally...
and also some kind of monolith.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the Stonehenge piece, right?
Yeah.
Remember we heard that got stolen? This finally explains the computer jack-o'-lantern at the beginning in the opening credits. We have not seen a computer until now.
Yep. So, stolen piece of Stonehenge has arrived. There's a lot of elements here. Each mask has like a little medallion on it that contains a piece of Stonehenge. What? I like to think of myself as like a fairly intelligent person. This plot is difficult to follow, right? How do all of these elements align?
I think we've yet to be told, you know?
All right, so now they're going to demonstrate the mask's power, in theory, on this little boy and his family who have been kind of tangentially around during the movie.
Yeah, the dad is like the
Like a
top
salesman.
Mask salesman in the country. This almost feels like a James Bond villain
Yeah,
plot.
right? They encouraged the kids to put on the silver shamrock mask, and then they flashed like a strobe light pumpkin at the child. And the mask kind of dissolved. It looks kind of like a real pumpkin that's been left out for a long time.
Well, here's those bugs
And
that
then
came out of that lady's mouth.
Bugs keep coming out, but like a lot of bugs, like a bunch of weird crickets streaming out of the mask. We can't see the little boy's face, but in theory, it's probably like melted away.
Right. Now there's like snakes coming out of his mouth.
Unclear, but it's a pretty big snake. Has the snake been inside him all along? Got like a little rattlesnake action here. So they're just going to blow up kids, and then the kids are going to release bugs and snakes out of them.
Seems to be the case. There's got to be more to
But
it.
why are there androids?
Huh.
Oh, and then they're also mining the Stonehenge rock. So all across the nation, the children are wearing the silver shamrock masks.
You know, evil plot with weird mysticism and androids aside, I like to imagine a Halloween where the most popular costumes are a traditional jack-o'-lantern, witch, and skull, and not, you know, a licensed thing. This is nice.
Is the villain here capitalism?
I can't tell.
I'm confused. What the hell?
Do you think the main character, Dr. Deadbeat Dad, has even remembered that his own kids have those masks
Oh, no, surely not.
and will surely die and shoot spiders out of their mouths? Operator, get me the sheriff. There's evil androids on the loose. Whoa.
Whoa.
They put the drill right in her ear.
They went for it.
Wow. This movie has been creative with kills, but they do pull their punches. They showed the drill about to go in her ear, but they did not make us watch it actually go in. So that's nice. I feel like this one, compared to the first two, we haven't seen as much graphic violence.
No, we've seen like the aftermath where that woman's face got peeled off, but
Mhm.
we didn't watch it happen.
Yeah, it's true.
Also, if this horror-thon starts at 7:30 p.m., I would not be awake for the end. All right, so Sam Hain's back I guess this Conal Cochran is supposed to be like thousands of years old.
Is
because
he?
He's saying we were all hiding in our houses of wattle and clay.
He did it. He said
So-
Sam Hain.
He said the thing. So I guess this guy's supposed to be like an ancient demonic force. Unclear. There it is. He's a witch. He is the witch.
Huh.
It's a man witch. I guess a warlock.
It's not called Season of the Warlock.
No, it's not. Season of the Man Witch. The masks killing / dissolving the children is like one big sacrifice for Sam Hain.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. That's the whole premise.
What if Sammy doesn't want that?
The stakes are very high in this movie.
Extremely high.
Basically every child in America with the means to buy this mask will die and turn into spiders.
Yep.
Hey, look,
There it is.
Halloween's on again on the TV.
I do like how self-referential this is. It's kind of fun.
Is this how you feel? This man is tied to a chair being forced to watch the movie Halloween.
It's, I feel a little bit captive, yeah.
I would like to point out you are not physically bound to your chair.
Just really comfortable.
And we have been taking breaks. We're not doing these all actually back to back to back. This is not a very likable protagonist,
No.
right? He's no Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, they decided to replace their protagonist, a bookish teenage girl, with a middle-aged alcoholic doctor with a mustache. Fascinating. Is this like about TV rotting our brains?
It's really unclear. I don't even know what's happening here.
Not that slasher movies are relatable, but this is a very not relatable, even more so than your traditional slasher where it's like, a scary guy is going to try to stab you. This is like, we're in the factory. We're surrounded by hundreds of androids that could kill us.
This is just a corporate espionage movie. This is not a slasher movie, right? I'm just so confused about why the bugs and snakes come out of people.
It doesn't really make sense. That's like the old Celtic curse
The
activated.
old Celtic bug and snake ritual.
Yeah, that's activated by the Stonehenge chunks, this crumbs of
Tyler.
Stonehenge. It's the season of the witch, Kate. I think your reaction is very similar to audiences in 1983 who were like, what? When you search for Halloween 3, Google, one of the questions is, what is the point of Halloween 3?
What is the point of Halloween 3? All right, so now our doctor friend is crawling up to the broadcasting buttons. Now he's just pushing a lot of different buttons.
Yeah, how would he know what to do? I mean, there's like 500 buttons on this thing.
So the computer activates the Stonehenge rock.
I guess?
And now he's dumping a bunch of discarded medallions upon...
Yeah, he's using the
The
Stonehenge
scientist.
power against them. The villain of the movie was just staring and looking around as confused as we are watching.
What the hell?
It's Sam Hain.
Sam Hain's here. He's mad. He just turned whitish blue and then faded into nothingness.
The bad guy.
Why?
Because the doctor somehow figured out he could turn on the evil broadcast in the room that the Stonehenge piece is in. And that would make the whole Stonehenge go crazy. And it shot some beams. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't understand it as it comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, of course Ellie's an evil android. She was taken.
Yeah, they killed the villain, but the TV networks are still going to broadcast this thing. They didn't do anything to prevent that. Cool. Is this going to have a bleak ending? Was she an android the whole time?
No, she was an android after they took her to the
Oh, yeah, okay.
evil base. Oh no, she is killing him again. I think this one's going in the category of like so bad it's good, right?
Now that her severed android arm is trying to choke him.
There really was no explanation about the androids in any way. It was like, we make them. Okay.
It does seem like a weird entire extra layer that doesn't actually like really contribute to the plot that much.
In any way.
Right? Like has nothing to do with the evil ritual. Oh,
Oh my God, she just keeps coming. She just won't stop. She doesn't have a head and she's coming to kill.
just the fact that we're fighting robots in this movie is so bizarre.
So weird.
Like I know it's not that much different than a super powered evil guy, but it is. Like this is fully sci-fi now, I guess. There are serial killers in the world who are scary. There are not androids in the world.
Now all these kids got bugs and snakes coming out of them.
I guess so.
Oh boy.
Woo-wee.
All right. Yeah, this is filed under so bad it's good,
Yeah.
I think. So there's a lot of plot holes. There's like a lot going on, a lot of different elements with the plot. They don't seem like really connected in almost any way. Right? This company that makes Halloween masks is also making androids. And in addition to the androids, they're producing these Halloween masks that will implode your child and also fill them with bugs and snakes. And that's a sacrifice for Sam Hain. And the owner of the company is a thousands of years old demon.
You sound unhinged trying to explain this. Like, if
This
I
is
didn't
like something
know,
a kid tries
Right.
when a kid tries to explain like Minecraft to me, like this is what it sounds like.
If I hadn't just seen the movie with you, I'd be like, what are you talking about, Kate?
Yep,
I don't believe
that's
you
it.
that that's a movie. It wasn't great. Is this worse than both of the others?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
So far, this
100%.
is
Yep.
bottom of the barrel.
This is really
They've just been decreasing in quality so far.
this one's bad.
I'm a bit concerned.
I
All
had
right.
a fun time.
Yeah, it was
like
kind of fun to
making
watch.
fun of it and also trying to trace the different plot elements with red string. Oh, and don't forget about Stonehenge, guys.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Stonehenge is a
There's
major
Stonehenge.
plot point.
Yeah, androids are not a good... it's
It
not
was so weird. It was like they just learned that androids exist and they were like, let's put androids in here.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm glad we watched it. Because I've always known the trivia about this, that it's like the failed attempt to turn this into an anthology series without Michael Myers, but I've never seen it. So thank you for watching it. You'll be happy to hear that Michael Myers will be back next
Bring him
time.
back. Bring him back.
He's coming back.
Is my girl Jamie Lee coming back?
Not yet.
I'm
She'll be-
upset.
she will be back before before we're done this journey, but she is not coming back right away. Dr. Loomis, however, and Michael Myers will return in Halloween 4.
Is Dr. Loomis's gun coming back?
I don't know, but I suspect. I think most of my experience seeing bits of Halloween on AMC when I was younger were like the 4, 5, and 6, like random segments from them. Anyway, I did like how he did not succeed in this movie, the doctor. He didn't
Yes.
foil the plot. Like,
Yes.
as far as we know, they end very abruptly, with a little bit of like, did it go bad? But it seems to be that, yeah, all these kids are going to die.
That is kind of fun.
That's pretty bleak. I
I
like
like
it.
that.
Okay, Kate, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
He's back.
He's back. This movie was released in theaters October 21st, 1988. A bit of a gap there because Halloween 3 didn't do so good. So there was kind of, they were debating, I guess, if they're going to make more.
Yeah, spoiler alert from 45 seconds ago. It was not good.
So we mentioned him at the beginning of Halloween 3 here, but this guy, Mustafa Akkad, he was one of the producers on all the Halloween movies up till this point.
Okay.
He's not that one Yablans who came up with the idea, but he's another, financer, producer involved in all of these. He talked John Carpenter and Deborah Hill into returning for a fourth movie.
This guy must have been a real smooth talker because I feel like the narrative is like John Carpenter's like, no, I'm done. I'm good. And then you got, what's his name?
Mustafa Akkad.
You got Mustafa Akkad coming in. He's taking him out to a lobster dinner.
Right.
He's plying him with whiskey and wine. And then he's like, what if we did a fourth one? And then John Carpenter just says, okay.
John Carpenter even agreed to direct this movie.
Oh,
He's
holy
like,
smokes.
I'm back. Spoilers. He ends up not directing it.
Oh,
but
okay.
he was going to direct
This
it.
feels like a weird, like abusive relationship where it's like, it'll be different this time.
So John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, they're going to like work on this. He's going to direct it. She's going to produce it with him. Like they hire a writer that they like to write a script. They turn the script into Mustafa Akkad, but then he hated it. It was like, no, this script is terrible. Write a new script. All the details are not public, or at least if they are, I couldn't find them. But supposedly this original Halloween 4 script, Michael Myers is in it, but he's not roaming around killing people. Like it's more like, I don't know if it's intellectual or
John, you're trying to do too much.
It was
Linda. What's her name? Michelle?
Deborah.
I went through every name from the early 80s there.
But it was more abstract and theoretical. It wasn't Michael Myers going around stabby with a knife, right?
So, but we want stabby.
Well, Mustafa Akkad did.
Stabby puts butts in seats.
Right.
Okay.
Because it was like the lesson from Halloween 3 was put Michael Myers back. Maybe if we can get John Carpenter, get him back and make Michael Myers do what Michael Myers does.
Yeah.
So he told John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, we're not going to make that movie. Get a new script, right? Get a new one written. And they were so annoyed. Like, they had almost been roped back in. They were like, forget it. We're fed up with this whole franchise. They stepped away. They sold their portion of the rights to the Halloween franchise to Mustafa Akkad. So he now owns the majority of the rights to the franchise from this point forward. So they're done. John Carpenter and Deborah Hill walk away. So Akkad finds a new writer, a guy named Alan B. McElroy, to write a script that he likes that presumably has Michael Myers doing his stabby. And then he hires a largely inexperienced director, Dwight H. Little, to direct it. And they go forward and make this version of Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Michael Myers' name is in the title, face is on the poster. They're like, look, that Halloween 3 from 5 years ago, forget about it. Michael Myers is back. Come see our movie.
Yep, stabby.
Donald Pleasance returns as Dr. Loomis.
Oh my God, Dr. Loomis. I hope Dr. Loomis's gun makes a cameo.
No Jamie Lee Curtis, unfortunately. She did not agree to come back, but...
You know what? I get it, Jamie. If I saw Halloween 3 and they were like, hey, girl, Come on over here. I would use my refusal skills. I would say, no, thank you.
Michael Myers is portrayed by two different stuntmen in this movie, Tom Morga for part of it and George Wilbur for other scenes.
Can I ask a question?
Uh-huh.
Like, was one like a shuffling expert and one a creeping expert? What was the rationale?
I actually don't know. From what I read, it sounds like they had the guy Morga for part of the movie and then they fired him or he quit. I don't think it was like they were specializing because George Wilbur will remain as Michael Myers for the rest of this trilogy of Halloween 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
That's a great question.
That's a silly question.
That's a much more interesting way to approach it. But Morga, the guy who did not do the whole movie, he's noteworthy for being the only person ever to have played Michael Myers in a Halloween movie, Leatherface in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and Jason Voorhees in a Friday the 13th movie.
Triple threat.
Kind of interesting, right?
Renaissance man.
I think we're ready to watch, shall we? Michael Myers is back.
He's back. He's better than ever, which means that he's just regular.
How did he die? Last time we saw him get burned to death, right?
He was
At the end of
burned.
Halloween
He was
2?
burned in a fire and his face was melting off. And John Carpenter was like, this is it. The end of Michael Myers. His literal face melted off.
Maybe that's why that original script for this had him in some more conceptual way, because I bet John Carpenter was like, there is no way that is logical.
Yeah, like, is he more of like a feeling? Is he like a demon that infests people and makes them kill? Because we watched his face burn. We watched him be burned in a fire. He ran out of the fire with his arms all crazy, like a wacky tube guy outside a car dealership. And then he burned in a fire. He was crisp.
Okay, let's find out.
You'll have to watch Jamie tonight.
Not tonight. I've got that date with Brady. You know how important that is.
Well, tonight is very important for your father and me.
Can't you find somebody else?
It's too late.
What am I supposed to tell Brady? Sorry, but I've got to babysit my foster sister. Go and have fun by yourself.
It's not exactly the end of the world, for goodness sake.
Sure it is. I think tonight Brady was ready to make a commitment. But now my future relationship, my engagement, my marriage, my children, and your grandchildren have all been wiped out because I have to babysit. Oh, joy.
I'm sorry I ruined everything. If I wasn't here, you can go out.
Good job, Rachel. That little girl needs all the love we can give her right now. All you can do is think about yourself.
Hey, you know what they've got consistent, though, is this font.
They do,
It's a great
but
font.
it says it's just Donald Pleasance in Halloween 4. It's the Donald Pleasance show.
Well, they got 1 out of 2 of the people.
Return of Michael Myers. He is back. We got spooky Halloween cutouts.
Hey, do you think Michael Myers is in this?
Unclear. Introducing Danielle Harris.
So I think that's a child actor. I think, if I remember correctly, that was possibly going to be Clarissa Explains It All.
Oh, what's
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah.
Why can't I think of her name? Melissa Joan Hart.
Melissa Joan Hart.
But they got a soap opera actress instead.
It's just a scarecrow, but it's got 6 arms.
That's scary.
I think that's oddly eerie.
See the music credit? It's just the co-music guy because John Carpenter did not come back even to do the music. So they got Alan Howarth, the guy who collaborated on the music in 2 and 3.
I'm just saying,
He's taken over.
I'm not here to put Alan down, but John Carpenter really did some remarkable things.
Well, they did give a credit to John Carpenter for writing the Halloween theme, so we know at least that will be
a lot
present.
of hands in the pie on writing. A lot of hands in the pie.
Yeah, there's a lot of story credits, but just one screenplay credit. A little confusing. There's
All
like
right.
5 story people.
So now we're here at the Federal Sanitarium. Alan's holding his own.
Well, this music already feels like a more fully orchestrated score.
Yes.
This is much more traditional so far.
There's a lot of screaming. The guard just said, Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this place. This is where society dumps its worst nightmares. Kind of a bummer in terms of the assumptions we make about the mentally ill in
So wait,
1988.
it's 1988. Didn't Ronald Reagan close all these places down? When did he do that?
He did, but I don't remember when. Michael Myers survived being burned. He was nearly burned to death.
And so did Dr. Loomis, right? Because we're forgetting almost that Dr. Loomis sacrificed himself in that fire scene. At least that was supposed to be what happened.
All right, so in 1981, the Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act was approved by the National Congress and signed into law by President Reagan. It included provisions that repealed most of the Mental Health Systems Act of 1980, discontinuing federal funding and support for community mental health centers. The real villain here is Reagan.
That didn't really give me any, I don't understand.
He closed a lot of these places down.
But not all.
Actually, Kennedy actually closed a lot of the worst places down
How come it's good when Kennedy did it and bad when Reagan did it?
because he built community mental health centers. That act that closed. Never mind. We're just going to.
So Kennedy got rid of evil asylums
Yes.
and replaced them with nice things. And then Reagan got rid of the nice things, but didn't reopen an asylum. He was just like, no help.
All right, so Dr. Loomis is supposed to be here for this patient transfer. The patient transfer is Michael Myers, but Dr. Loomis doesn't read memos and is not well liked at this sanitarium. So now we're moving Michael Myers. I guess he's sedated?
He's wrapped up in bandages? Was this...
Yeah, because he was burned,
So,
Tyler.
I mean, what I don't understand that they've given us no information about is how recent
Well, it's 1988.
the movie...
So it's been
they said
many
that on
years.
screen?
Yeah, said October 30th, 1988.
Oh, so he's still wrapped up in bandages. This is now present day 1988. He's been wrapped up in bandages for 10 years.
Perhaps.
Because the original movie N2, where he got burnt, took place in Halloween 1978. Shocking.
Well, he's got scar tissue all over his arm.
But I mean, his face is completely wrapped in bandages.
I think that's more of a cinematic choice than a medical choice.
They're playing the theme though while they
they did the thing.
Transfer him in the ambulance. Dr. Loomis says a no-show, unfortunately. I want to see how burnt up he is. Is he going to have to wear makeup the whole movie? I just would seem uncomfortable for an actor of his age.
See, that's just a cinematic choice.
Uh-oh. Michael Myers has a niece.
All right, so he has a niece living in his hometown, and I guess that could only be Jamie Lee Curtis's child, right?
Yeah, theoretically, yeah.
All right, so Michael Myers, once he heard he had a niece, he freaked out.
Okay, I guess he didn't know that.
And he stuck his thumb right through a man's skull. What a weird choice. There's so many other ways to do this.
He had all the medical equipment available to him in the ambulance. I mean,
I guess
he's
it's
brutal.
it's intense.
He's super strong.
All right, so now the ambulance is parked outside a little girl's house, who we can only assume is his niece.
All right, so Laurie Strode is dead. Is 11 months in the grave?
I don't know. Is she dead or just gone somewhere? Unclear.
Well, wouldn't they have said that was
Yeah.
his other living relative? They said his only living relative is this niece.
I guess you're right.
And confusingly, the daughter's name in the movie is Jamie.
That is kind of weird.
Maybe after Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so the window was open in this little girl's room. Not so good.
All right, so we've gone in this series so far from having the main character being like a 17-year-old girl to a middle-aged doctor man to a little girl now.
There she is. Jamie Lee Curtis. She was alive and now she's dead. And this little girl is her child and she is mourning her. So I guess they were like, Jamie Lee's really not coming back now.
Yeah, she must have said.
Dead. That was a cheap jump scare. That didn't even feel good.
You didn't like it?
No.
Michael Myers is in her room. She doesn't know yet.
The lightning has revealed him, which in every other, like the first and second Halloween, right? The two appearances of Michael Myers that we have, he kind of, I feel like the trope for Michael Myers is he appears from the darkness, right? Like he's not like revealed by a flash.
A flash of lightning.
It looked cheap.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
You're
Did
coming.
you feel like it looked cheap?
Yeah, his mask looked weird too. You're coming for Halloween 4. I like it.
Well, I'm already mad about Halloween 3, which was, as we remember, in the category of so bad it's good. Ooh, a leg. He got her. So Michael Myers was under her little girl bed and is now dragging her. I do love when Michael Myers sits up every time, like, don't wake daddy. You'd think the town would stop selling these masks.
He's clearly got a new one, right?
What?
Whoa, is that a second Michael Myers?
We got a second Michael Myers here.
All right, that's clever.
Kind of interesting.
She got out of her room where he was, and then another one was waiting for her in the hallway.
Here we are in Haddonfield.
It was a dream. It was a nightmare.
Look at that little pup. I do love a dog actor.
This is a happy dog. Even though John Carpenter's not on set, we got some dogs. Here he is.
Here's Dr. Loomis. He's definitely strapping. He is packing heat under that trench coat. Dr. Loomis has facial burns. In the patient transfer, there has been an accident.
They got to stop transferring this guy.
Stuck his thumb right through some guy's skull.
Every time they drive him somewhere.
Just
Gets
stop
a car.
driving. What about like a horse cart, train, helicopter?
Dr. Loomis, I feel like, got off pretty easy from that huge fiery explosion.
Dr. Loomis is now wading in some kind of brackish water to go check out the ambulance. Why?
He's got to make sure that Michael Myers' body is in there. He knows it's not.
He's going to step on like a rusty nail and that'll be all over. Dr. Loomis is just nuts. He's just a wild dude. Uh-oh, don't wear a blue coverall in Haddonfield. Dr. Loomis just literally entered a private business and was like, hello, hi, what are you doing? There it is, the first appearance of Dr. Loomis's gun.
It is 20 minutes and 40 seconds.
I'm surprised we made it 20 minutes before we saw Dr. Loomis's gun because you know he loves gunplay. He is packing heat.
He is ready to start shooting at Michael Myers or whoever.
Literally anyone. He will shoot anyone.
Well, anyone in blue coveralls. I mean, in his defense in Halloween 2, that guy was wearing the exact same outfit as Michael Myers. Mask, coveralls.
Dr. Loomis is speaking directly to Michael Myers. He's like, don't go to Haddonfield. Dr. Loomis just shooting indiscriminately. But Michael Myers is superhumanly
so fast.
He's doing his little run.
If I was in Haddonfield, I might just do a trunk or treat. I guess so far it's only happened once. No, that's not true. Twice, because it happened when he was a kid. Oh, Dr. Loomis upgraded his gun. No more running out of bullets after 6 shots. He's got a much higher capacity pistol now.
Michael Myers just blew up the gas station and Dr. Loomis's car, and it exploded in a Michael Bay amount of fire.
Yeah, this is a bit nuts.
The
Power
telephone
lines?
pole with the power lines is burning, and the power lines have all disconnected. I don't know why we needed to show that.
I guess maybe those are phone lines, and now he can't call. He has no car. He's stranded at this gas station in the middle of nowhere, and he can't call from their phones, maybe. Wow, they're chanting Jamie's an orphan. Do you see that kid's costume, though?
Yeah.
He's got Mask. Remember the TV? We did an episode on it. Mask. It was like a Transformers and G.I. Joe knockoff.
All right. So they're making fun of her because her mom is dead,
Mm-hmm.
and her uncle is a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
And
The boogeyman, as they call him, but yeah.
why is this public knowledge? Laurie Strode didn't even know.
Yeah, but I guess we're to assume in the last 10 years it came out. Laurie Strode lived until 11 months ago, so maybe she was interviewed about it. Maybe she came forward. We don't know, but we now know it is public knowledge among the school children. There's some pretty gnarly Halloween masks here in the discount mart, but I guess it stands to reason. Haddonfield just seems to really pride itself on having great Halloween masks.
Yeah, scariest, creepiest masks ever.
Here's Brady, the hunky boyfriend.
He's got a lot of eyebrow, but his feathered hair really balances it out, All right, so
Wow.
you'd think they would stop selling the Michael Myers mask.
Yeah, they got it.
This tragedy on a grand scale that they experienced as a town where 6 youths died.
Yeah, it's prominently on display along with many extremely disturbing masks. It's actually kind of great.
Oh no, not the clown.
Ooh,
She's drawn to it.
that's a good detail.
Are there people that you think that are drawn to clowns genetically,
Yeah, does she know the story? She knows who Michael Myers is.
Yeah. Or
We
she's
just saw
seeing
her-
him in her dreams,
Right. And in the mirror, while she had her clown costume held up to herself, she just saw a vision of young Michael Myers and his. So yeah, it's not just that she's drawn to it. She knows. Nobody's noticing
That
Michael Myers in the back of the store.
hovering.
7-foot tall man.
They're trying to ignore him.
If you saw Dr. Loomis in this condition hitchhiking, would you let me
I
stop?
was looking. No,
Hey,
absolutely
Kate,
not.
that man clearly is a doctor
No.
with a burnt face and a gun.
I just don't like Halloween. Not the movie franchise. The holiday.
I'm glad we've never seen a Halloween in our lives with kids throwing toilet paper in trees. I'd be so annoyed. I have fully transitioned into a grumpy homeowner.
Grumpy old man. What is that scary mask over there?
Are we to believe Michael Myers has already infiltrated their house?
So here's Michael Myers looking at pictures of Laurie Strode. Why?
He's reminiscing. So I understand in the original why the police are skeptical to listen to him. It's interesting the police are skeptical now, knowing that Michael Myers has done this before.
So Michael Myers has stepped out from behind a garage to watch them trick or treat. Again, I'm going to say it feels a little more ham-handed, like him coming out.
Michael Myers, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like in the first movie especially, he's revealed from the darkness, and in this one, he just steps out.
Hey.
So Jamie is now missing because her older foster sister got in a fight with her boyfriend and then lost track of her. So now she's out whiling on the streets. This dive bar has a massive 5-gallon jar of pickled eggs on the counter. Okay, so after being ordered to clear the streets, the men from this bar are now out in the streets.
Angrily going over to the police station. These good old boys, all drunk driving.
So Michael Myers has just fried the entire power grid of Haddonfield by throwing a man onto it,
Incredible.
onto the transformer.
This Michael Myers mask is just not good, right?
No, it's bad.
It looks like the one you'd buy yourself at the store. On one hand, Michael Myers has no beef with this adoptive stepsister, but on the other hand, he has murdered a lot of teenage girls, whether he's related to them or not, in the past.
What's he doing there?
Did he just start shooting rocket launchers at Michael Myers?
Look, now you got a bunch? That's confusing.
Yeah, now there are more than one Michael Myers. What's going on?
Is he radicalizing people?
No, they're just merry pranksters. Those are just guys doing some adults pulling a hilarious practical joke on the police.
Also-
They almost got lit up.
Yeah, the last time someone dressed like Michael Myers, he was shot and burned in a car fire. Why would you do that? Kids are dumb.
Those are big kids.
Big boys.
Those guys were in their 20s, I think, at least.
Would he eat his arm off?
Yeah, Michael Myers killed the sheriff's deputy and ripped his arm off.
I think he ate it. All right, so now the good old boys of the town are like, I'm not gonna abide by this police business. Like, we're gonna go after Michael Myers ourselves. And they're
For once,
forming a posse.
I think this might actually be a good thing for the first and only time in history. This is a mob with good intentions. I'm sure every mob thinks they have good intentions.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
This is a mob out to kill a serial killer. Wouldn't want to be one of those practical Joker guys right now.
All right, so they're just lighting this bush up.
The gazebo, like this whole area of the public park. I guess this is why
not
you
so
don't
good.
want a mob.
Yeah.
They're just like anything that
See, look at
reminds
that.
them. They just got to have a fireplace lit lovemaking scene.
Yeah. So now the sheriff, Dr. Loomis, Jamie's foster sister, they're all going to go stay at the sheriff's house with Brady and Louise, Kelly, whatever her name is. Sheriff's daughter, who are hooking up. What a funny turn of events that they're all now trapped in this house together.
Yeah. And that deputy unknowingly brought Michael Myers here, right? He was in the back seat. The sheriff is just arming Brady, this teenage boy who is just here hooking up with his daughter. He's like, here, can you handle this enormous rifle?
Isn't Brady supposed to be securing the attic?
Yeah, he's on his way up.
Yeah, but this isn't the time to have a full conversation.
To stop in and talk to his girlfriend who he abandoned tonight.
What is this? There's just a taxidermied antelope in this attic. Could we possibly have Kelly maybe put on some bike shorts or something? Now they are locked in with Michael Myers, which is great.
In an otherwise pretty bad movie, this is a clever setup.
Yeah, because, they're like, all right, we've locked it in. There's no way in or out.
This is where they're supposed to take their stand and shoot him basically through the window from the attic as they see him on the lawn, but he's inside.
Okay, look, we're getting a little door reveal, which I love.
What was a fake out too?
Fake out, I like that. See, I'm trying to find good things.
You gotta really try with this one.
All right, now they're using a ham radio. Why? I will say this installment of the Halloween franchise has fewer completely disconnected plot elements. So
then 3?
Than 3.
Yeah.
There's no androids in this one.
Yeah, as far as we know.
Or Stonehenge.
Nobody's a robot. There was, I don't know if it was on purpose, but there was a mask at the store that had snakes coming out of a mouth. I don't know that was supposed to be a reference to Halloween 3, but it was reminiscent.
Do not leave this little girl. Couldn't these women just team up against Brady?
These girls are fighting over a boy right now.
His head is square like a Lego. So Michael Myers has a gun now, which is kind of an interesting addition because I don't think he's ever had a gun before, but he just used it to impale this
girl.
Young woman.
And then he walked away without the gun, so I think that was that.
Why not just shoot? Does he not know how to shoot?
I think he didn't want to alert the rest of the house to
guess.
his presence. He was incognito. He was only holding the gun to disguise himself as the sheriff's deputy. Now that Michael Myers is killing many more demographics besides just teen girls, the whole moral aspect is not as relevant, but they really have gone out of their way to paint this girl, the older stepsister, as foster sister, as virtuous,
Here's Michael Myers doing his weird RoboCop walk. Look at it. Michael Myers, I do like the slow walk that he does. We know that he's also superhumanly fast for no reason.
Oh, so the slow walk is a choice.
I feel like the slow walk is a choice, right? Where he's like, inevitably, I am coming, right?
Good point. Never really thought about it. But yeah, because he's always able to disappear so quickly.
Yeah, he's got fast little feet.
We never see him use them. I want to see him go real quick. What is this move?
It's just a neck squeeze.
He's just breaking his neck?
Yeah, call that the old neck squeeze.
All right, so every other person in the house is dead now, except for the little girl and her older foster sister.
They've gone up to the attic, presumably because that's the only place that they can get to. And their game plan is just throw a bunch of down the stairs to make it hard to get up.
Yeah. He'll trip. Look, he's struggling getting past it.
He's like, oh, these teddy bears. Oh, banker's box. Even if your parents didn't work in an office, your house inexplicably has a banker's box.
Everybody has banker's boxes.
Yeah.
Why?
Who's keeping a knife in their attic?
Yeah, he didn't take that from the kitchen. He just got that from up here.
Odd choice. A lot of just scrambling around on this slate roof.
Uh-oh.
I'm surprised Michael Myers is such a good climber. He seems very stiff.
Yeah, he's up here too. We're having a showdown on top of the roof.
Yep. I think it's the little eyebrows. I don't think the last Michael Myers mask had those little feathery, anchovy-sized eyebrows.
If it did, they might have been lighter or less prominent.
It's weird. It's like everybody's aunt in 1998, Just these little two sardines on his face. Look at it. Look at him.
Yeah.
It's weird. Thank God my mom loved me and didn't let me do that to my eyebrows.
Did you want to?
I wanted to have less eyebrow, surely, certainly.
You were denied.
I was denied. Thank goodness. All right, so they've both fallen off the roof. Actually, just Jamie, Deborah,
Rachel.
Just Rachel fell off the roof.
Yeah, the little girl, Jamie, was
She just
able
climbed down. She was fine.
She kind of was lowered on a rope or something,
Yeah.
or like a wire.
Well, he got down there really fast.
Yeah, how's Michael? Well, you said he is fast, right,
Yeah.
off screen. So he
And
must
then-
have been like,
Yeah. And
down
then
the
when
stairs.
people, it actually takes a lot of the scariness out of this movie when you imagine that he's like sprinting
Yeah.
between his little appearances. And then when he's seen, he gets real slow. Right?
I'm so composed.
He's got on his little speedy shoes. Dr. Loomis. Here's Dr. Loomis shooting again.
Shot the lock off the school.
He refers to it as a schoolhouse. This is just a regular elementary school.
I think he just has some outdated lingo. He's an older man.
So they padlock the school shut every night. And he just absolutely got out his pistol and was just like, gat to that lock. Da-da-da.
That's a blonde Michael Myers.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that? This Michael Myers in this mask has blonde hair. What's he doing here? What?
But for an imposter, it's weird. He just threw Dr. Loomis out a window.
Maybe, is he not an imposter and they just have like continuity issues?
Yeah, wait a minute. So that was just a blonde Michael Myers for no reason?
I think it was honestly poorly lit.
Okay, maybe it was just the lighting made his
Yeah.
hair look blonde. Okay.
And I have to say, as much as I talked about enjoying the lighting in Halloween 1, I don't feel the same here.
Yes.
The lighting here is not skillful, right?
Everything about the cinematography of this movie is much worse than either of the 3 previous
All right,
entries.
cool. Just checking.
This looks like a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah.
That's not helpful. He's inside the school. Where? In the school. A lot of tough talk from this posse. They've all just decided the 10 of them who could just go in and outnumber Michael Myers are all going to flee. Dr. Loomis really was not much help. He got chucked out of that window by Michael Myers so fast.
That was it. What, can Michael Myers make fog now?
Also, they're so far out of town. There's no way he could have got
He's
here.
fast.
Oh, he didn't chase them.
No.
He was somehow in the truck.
Yeah, he was underneath the truck maybe somehow.
Wild.
Look at his eyebrows. All right, so he's stabbing everyone in the truck bed, which is why you shouldn't ride in the truck bed.
One of the many reasons why.
All right, so Michael Myers just straight up punched through this driver's side window and ripped the driver's face off.
Yep. All right, this is different.
Car chase scene. Shit.
Yeah, Michael Myers on the car fighting the two surviving girls.
Bite him.
He's really hanging on.
He's got super strength. What is Jamie gonna do? She's 7. All right, so Michael Myers has now been dislodged from the car. You know what to do, girl.
Take the head.
Let's do it, Kelly. What's her name? Rachel? Let's do
Rachel.
it, Miss Rachel.
Was
You gotta
Kelly-
run him over.
Was Kelly the sheriff's daughter? Her romantic rival. All right, she's going to run him over.
Gotta back up and hit him again, though.
Right? She didn't run him over. She just kind of knocked him over.
Oh, come on. No, drive away, girl.
Or run him over. What is she doing?
Girl.
What the heck? Wow. After all this, the little girl went over to touch her dead uncle's hand.
What is that, a riot gun?
Yeah, now they are lighting him up.
Yeah.
Like all the state police are here.
Yeah.
Just like,
All right, so it's the late 80s, and they're just lighting him up with unregulated police firearms. Like, this is pretty much the beginning, right, of the militarization of the police.
I'm sure some local police departments were like, look, what if Michael Myers attacks our town? Okay, he fell backwards into what, a sinkhole?
It could be a sinkhole. It could be like a graveyard collapsing. Unclear, but he fell into the earth. The earth has swallowed him. How's he coming back for number 5? I swear to God, Mustafa Akkad. What you gonna do?
Poor Dr. Loomis missed the whole confrontation.
How can you be sure, Dr. Loomis? Literally every other time he's come back. What a classic late 80s approach to trauma. He's like, they've survived the ordeal. Surely they will survive the memories of the ordeal.
I am a trained psychologist.
Go back to school tomorrow, huh? Contribute to society.
Michael Myers was lit up by many, many high-powered guns.
Many, like 100 bullets went into him.
Then he fell into a hole, basically, and then it kind of like buried him. The hole automatically buried him.
He was essentially shredded by artillery.
But why did the little girl go and touch his hand?
What is this? How? Damn, son. Jamie, the little girl, put on this clown mask and straight up killed her mom, her foster mom.
Yeah.
Is the outfit possessed?
Well, she touched Michael Myers' hand
Yeah,
while he
that's
was
true.
dying.
Yeah, his evil spirit went into her.
Dr. Loomis, when he saw Jamie with the scissors, he did try to shoot her.
He really tried to. He was like, yep, maybe I'll do it.
Michael, go home. Go home.
Wow. Okay, what'd you think?
You know what? The ending was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Everything else, not great.
Yeah.
Not great. I would say this doesn't cross over into so bad it's good territory, and it's just bad.
That was
right?
just low quality.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's just like a poor imitation of Halloween. You know?
Yeah.
Which
So-
makes sense given that the original creative people involved did not come back to help at all. So
Yeah.
they just had to make it. All right. Well,
right.
we'll see what Jamie Lloyd is up to in Halloween 5 next.
This year, Halloween comes a little early.
Who is it?
With a Halloween marathon on AMC. Party all day with the Michael Myers who doesn't like to shag. And go behind the mask with the premiere of the AMC original, Backstory Halloween.
You got this William Shatner Star Trek mask.
The Halloween Marathon.
You don't know what death is.
All day today on AMC's Monster Fest.